does Taco Bell not have a breakfast taco already? You have all the ingredients: fluffy eggs, melty cheese, savory sausage. What's simpler than a taco? The all-new toasted breakfast taco. Simple, tasty. I did that. I made that happen.
Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Bard's Playhouse Presents Tales from Shadow Valley, Season 3, Episode 23, Ferrarius Propheta. Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's bring in our wonderful cast. We have Eldritch as Khan, the Bloody Rizzolo.
Always great to be here. I pull up in my Ferrarius.
Shane as Umbromancer Zavid.
Is that Latin for Ferrari Prophet?
You're pretty close. And Elliot as Reese Giltleaf, the Heartseeker.
I'm not gonna make a Ferrari joke, but I can say, look chat, no tits.
Beep 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 beep.
Pew.
As always, I'm Lumpy Bronzearm and will be your DM for today. Last time, Lux Et Umbra had arrived upon Monhatnus the Ancient, the colossal desert-wandering tortoise housed upon its shell a tribe of halflings. Known as the Malenki, or the Small Ones in the Osiriani dialect of halfling, they searched the unforgiving sands for lost and desperate survivors. Having saved Lux Et Umbra from their self-inflicted near-death in the Glazen Sheets, the Malenki were quick to offer food and aid. However, it was their half-elf guardian our heroes sought most. Lost for a century, Serenulia Arion, crown princess and first in line to the throne of Druma, had finally been found. She is the last missing piece in a potentially Galarian-shattering puzzle. Once they had hydrated and regained their bearings, Lux Et Umbra revealed to the lost princess that they knew who she truly was, and that she was in grave danger. Sarah Landscar, as she is now known, was shocked to hear that all 3 of her siblings yet live, despite having been stolen away in childhood. Near a roaring fire, over several glasses of Pesh wine, Lux Et Umbra got to know the ways and customs of Sarah and the Malenki. As it turned out, Zavid and Sarah had a lot in common, despite their diametrically opposed belief systems. Both had been raised in sheltered situations secreted away from the world. That, and they both had a love for the sport of Akvoball. Played within a magically sealed sphere of water upon the tortoise's back, Akvoball is a much-beloved underwater activity. After a hearty breakfast under the oppressive gaze of Triaxis the Wanderer, the teams gathered. As conch shells blared to signal the game had begun, Team Captain Zavid snatched the ball. Working together like a well-oiled machine, Lux Et Umbra came out victorious, with Khan backflipping through the hoop for the game-winning point. After the game, Sarah offered a handshake of sportsmanship to Zavid, taking him off guard, knowing the mental will it takes to overcome the imposing effects of Triaxis. Their victory was short-lived, however, as Zenmo Greatshadow, empath of the Malenki, felt the desperate emotions of people in dire need emanating from the desert. Turning the Great Monhatnus takes effort and time, so Lux Et Umbra hopped upon their spectral mounts to scout ahead. Within the footsteps of Rovagug, a nomad camp lay in ruin. Slashed tents and broken defenses lie strewn among the dead bodies of humans and camels, vultures feasting upon their entrails. No sooner had they spotted a survivor did Reese leap into action, swiftly sending the injured woman back to the tortoise on Owlback. Zavid made a loud shriek to attract the ravenous birds to himself, while Khan popped the carrion-eating filth like balloons. All seemed to be going well, until from the distance approached a gargantuan, dire vulture. Normally that would be where we'd come in today, but we come in as per usual, in the infinite floating abyss. All of you, yourselves, stand within the realm of Baba Yaga, the massive witch. She floats, taking up the sky above you, flowers in her hair, her hair floating around her. She looks down to you and says, "Welcome back, players. It has been quite a couple of weeks. Much has changed, I see."
That's a little understatement, but yes.
Elliot, please step forward.
Yep, I'm here.
It is your turn to pick this week. As you stand around within the massive basketball court-sized cards with the symbols of gods upon them, 7 have been flipped. 5 remain. What shall it be?
I think, and I could actually put it this side note because every time I hear this one god's name, it just brings me to Over the Garden Wall for some reason. Because the one song that the kid sings, Adelaide, we're going to Adelaide's house. For some reason, Sarah and Ray pops in my head every single time that your room is replaced with Sarah and Ray's name instead. So I honestly think that Sarah and Ray's been calling to me for quite some time.
Sarenrae, huh? The Dawnflower? Ah, a very commonly worshipped goddess in her own right. Very well. And Baba Yaga reaches down her hand, flips the card, and let me share this with you. Flips it over, and it reads, "My guiding light, fire in the night. I am with you wherever you are, your guiding light, shining bright." When played, the PC erupts with fiery sunlight.
You blow up.
Now,
you play this, you explode.
I know that seems extremely vague, and that's the point. It does not say you cast the sunlight spell. Notice it does not say that. It says you erupt with fiery sunlight. This is an RP opportunity. This card does whatever you RP it to do in the situation. I'll give you just one example. You're standing in a field and there's a massive swarm of zombies walking, or let's say vampire spawn, walking towards you. There's 10,000 vampire spawn. It's the middle of the night, the sky has been covered over. You play this card, you erupt with sunlight and nuke all of them at once. How this card works depends on how you use it and the situation you use it in. That's why there are no mechanics to it.
Cool. That's perfect.
So, let me drop this in your inventory. The Sarenrae the Dawnflower card.
Can't help but believe that, it'll do what you want it to do, but in the wake of that, you'll just be in the ground like Yamcha in Dragon Ball Z.
Very that. Very well. The card has been chosen. Next week is your pick, Shane. Ta for now.
Goodness.
And Baba Yaga goes away once more.
Oh my god, I get the last card.
Do you?
I think I get the last card, actually.
Well, let's see.
There's 3 more.
There's 4 more. There's
4?
Asmodeus, Cassandra Lee, Gozray, and Nyarlathotep.
Oh, okay, I can't count.
Next week will be Shane, and then Eldritch, then Elliot, then Shane. Yeah,
Okay,
Shane gets the last
Shane's
one.
the last
I get stuck with whatever people don't want to pick.
Yep, Shane gets stuck
Okay.
with the last choice.
Okay, cool.
So,
I can't count.
where we come back is out in the deserts, within the footsteps of the footprints of Robagug. We are in the midst of a combat with these vultures that have been eating all of the remains of the murdered camp here. And it is first Khan. You are up.
All right.
Oh, that did load, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
I
great.
can see it.
Great.
And I've got 2 vultures and then a big vulture.
Mm-hmm.
next
Oh,
to me.
side point, I also made the spectral mole and the spectral owl for you. The owl is currently back on the tortoise, but you have your mole there. If you click yourself and then shift-click the mole, you can move it simultaneously.
Let's go.
Same with Rottrot.
Ooh.
I'm going to. Are all 3 of these birds in the air, or are any of them within stabbing range?
They're all within stabbing range, and they're all kind of flitting about within 5-ish feet. But yeah, they're all stabbing range of you.
They're heckling me.
Mm-hmm. Heckling is a great word for it. Yes, they're heckling you.
You should tell them to buzz off.
Just looking up what this spell does, but
Yes. You have many spells that you have learned recently.
many spells. Khan is going to cast haste on herself.
Hell yes, haste. Okay, so let me put that on it as an effect on you so I remember. Because I'll forget every time one of you casts haste. And also, please try to remember. So, that is a 2-action cast, and you immediately gain the effects of it. So you have 1 action you can spend on anything, and 1 you can spend on a movement or a strike.
Great. I'm going to use that strike action on one of the small vultures. Let's say Vulture 5.
Alrighty. Let's see that attack.
Is this okay?
That one is frightened, but it is not flat-footed.
Yeah. Sorry, my character sheet is a bit slow to respond.
Fantasy Grounds is a little chuggy right at the moment.
Yeah.
They just had another update, so...
Mm-hmm. Still a critical hit with a natural 5. Very good. These little vultures are not strong. They're low-leveled.
Mm-hmm.
45 damage. It looks very bad. You skewered it. It looks practically on death's door.
Then I'll use my second action to just punch it.
You will almost assuredly finish it off, but go ahead and roll. Yeah, these little ones are level 3 creatures. Still a crit. I don't think you can not kill it. Yes, okay, so with 2 quicks, how do you summon your haste? Does it look like anything, or do you just start moving really fast? I'm always so curious how all your magics look.
Yeah. I think that Con is basically like kind of. It looks like it did when she had a caffeine high.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just a bit more exaggerated, but she's almost like buzzing with energy that she just has to get out of her system.
Con
She
begins
gets that
vibrating.
energy out of her system by stabbing this bird.
Twice, critically, and it starts to bleed out all over the place and flops to the ground motionless. That's the end of your turn, which brings us to Reese. You are up near the north with an Osiriani vulture all up in your face.
Yes, I am. Let's see. Did I already do my WOG thing? Is that already active?
Almost assuredly, you attacked last round. I don't remember.
I think
but
I did.
I'm gonna say
Hunt Prey.
probably.
Okay, I did Hunt Prey.
Oh,
probably
you
not.
you might have done Hunt Prey. Maybe I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think you're right. I think you did Hunt Prey, but you didn't get attack. I didn't because yes, you had to move over. You put the woman
I did
on the
my
thing,
actions.
you did Hunt Prey. You didn't have enough to do it. So yeah, you'd have to do it
Okay.
now.
So first, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. 2 attacks.
We're gonna. Oh no, you. Do that. Just clicking the button because I need to. And then I think what I'm going to do is just take my elemental longbow thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fire up with some fire for the vulture.
The one right in front of you or the big one?
The one right in front of me, just so it gets out of my fucking way.
True. Okay.
Alright, so how do I do? Is it
Control. Oh, yeah, it is your target.
Yep.
Let me see if it. Let's see. That's number 2. It is your designated prey, and you have all that stuff on, so it should work.
okay? So do I do longbow and then I do the
Yep.
damage? Okay.
Yep, longbow first. The plus, however much. Let's see. The plus. Yeah, there we go. That'll do.
Whoa!
Hey.
Excuse you.
Oh
I'm
no
gonna
no
fire-
no no! That you did. Hold on. You rolled the wrong thing on that
Oh, I
second
did?
one. Just roll the damage, not the +5 to hit.
Oh,
for the,
okay.
Yeah. That second one doesn't count for anything.
Okay.
So you're doing the fire. There you go. That's it.
Oof.
Because otherwise it'd be like, you hit. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
There you go. That was it.
Okay.
I had to program them weird, so but there it is.
But because
So-
I have the 2, I can do one more.
At your maximum
Yep.
bonus. That still hits.
It
Yep.
still
And then
hit.
the damage on the arrow, if you're using that one of those arrows.
Yeah, I'll just do another one. But a little fire scarecrow.
Yeah, that one looks pretty hurt.
Yep.
Its feathers start to catch on fire. You still have 2 actions.
Cool. I'm just gonna keep hitting it.
Excellent. So you'll be at your biggest penalty, the biggest
That's
minus.
fine because with how wimpy these are, I'm sure that's not.
I think the Osiriani vultures are level 10. Yeah, they're 5 levels below you guys.
Oh,
Well, that's a crit miss.
that's a 5 misses. Okay.
A 5 misses on your biggest penalty.
13
and
misses.
a 13
at my
does on your
biggest.
biggest penalty. All right,
Oh.
so that's end of Reese's turn. That brings it to the vultures. Okay. First one here is right up next to Zavid, and this is a lower level one, so it doesn't have anything special. So this is going to beak at you, Zavid, because you're not damaged. Got to roll to hit you first. Ooh, that was a good. Wow, I can't believe that didn't crit. A natural 18 didn't crit. Real good roll though. So you take 15 beak damage, and I need you to roll me a DC 30 Fortitude save, please, Zavid.
I have beak resistance. I don't have that. Hold on 1 second. I just realized I have 8th levels slots now. So I had to.
Oh, yeah.
You know how I got that extra slot? I had to move that up another level. So I was.
Mm.
You need me to make a save? What kind of save?
Fortitude, DC 30. Not high. Ooh, that
Yeah.
wasn't a good roll.
Yeah.
So that is not a critical failure, but it is a failure. So
I'm
you
a
become
fail.
you
Fail.
become affected with carrion fever. So let me see if I can give that to you. You are sickened 1 and fatigued 1 for a day, unless you have some way of removing this disease.
I'm a cleric. I can deal with it later.
Yeah, you can deal with it later. It will not be a big issue. And then let's see. So that was 1 attack. Second attack is going to be taloning at you. Missed. And its third is going to go for another talon. That's another miss. Okay. The dire vulture, however, is quite large and has some abilities that I'd like to try. Let's see. Oh, yes. Okay, I know which one it's going to use. It is going to first use Dreadful Screech. So everyone in a 120-foot emanation must make a 32 will save, which is even including the other vultures. So I need all of y'all to please roll me will saves.
I got a 44.
Nice. Let's see. There, I can do that. Sweet. 44. You critically succeed, Zavid. Or I'm sorry, not critically. You regularly succeed. 32 is the thing. Reese, you succeed. Con, did you roll a fortitude save?
No, I did not.
Or I'm sorry, will save. Will save.
Will save.
DC 32.
Why did it make me roll a second time?
I'm not sure.
I got a nat 20 on the second one.
I think I probably might have accidentally made you do it as the vulture. So on target all. There we go. And con 37. That's also a success. So all of you got regular successes. So all 3 of you are frightened 1. So.
Now wait a second. You said the DC was 32?
Mm-hmm.
I beat it by 10 or more.
Oh, where?
I had a 44, so I beat it by 12.
Oh, I'm sorry, 44. So you have no effect. You are not scared by this thing's screeching.
I ain't scared of some bird.
Yep.
I ain't
But
afraid of
Con
no
gets-
bird.
Con gets frightened 1, and Reese gets frightened 1, and the birds all as well get frightened 1 because this thing is more than happy to eat them as well. So that was 1 action. Its remaining 2 actions, it is going to use Flying Strafe, so it can fly up to its speed and make 2 talon strikes during any point during that strafe. So it's going to fly from here all the way to here, here, attacking Zavid and Con with a talon along the way. So here's these attacks. Ooh, a natural 19 and a natural 20, or a natural 16 and a natural 20. So both of you take a lot of damage.
Ow.
You both take 65 damage each, and as a free action, it uses Improved Grab and takes you both with it. So both of you are now picked off of your mount and over here. But that's the end of its turn.
From the ground, it almost looks like a normal vulture carrying like a rat and a tiny man.
Yes, that's exactly it. Okay, so it's this vulture's turn. It is actually very afraid, so it's going to move away from the big vulture. Let's see, how far away is Reese? 90, and these things can fly 45. Okay, so it's going to use 2 movements to get up to you, Reese, and beak attack at you. It does not want to be up on near that vulture.
I feel like the smart one but the dumb one at the same time right now.
Okay, it missed, so that's all it can do.
Okay.
This one, it's the one next to you now, Reese. It's going to beak attack at you. That's probably going to hit. Yep. And I need you to make a DC 30 Fortitude save, please. Does 12 damage of slash or piercing to you. So 37, you succeed, so nothing happens to you, Reese. That's the end of that one. The little one is not self-aware enough to understand what this big thing is, so it's going to still try and peck at Khan. It's going to fly over to here, try to steal the food from the big one, peck at you with its beak. Oh, that's going to crit miss, yeah, for sure. And then try one more time in vain to slash at you with its talons. That's still, yeah, crit miss.
Funny. You get swooped by this giant vulture, and this little vulture is like just coming up and trying to get you, and you're like, I got bigger problems.
Yep. All right. That brings it to Zavid. You are now clutched within this thing's talons. To escape, you'll need to either cast some sort of spell or do an athletic or acrobatics check. Would be fine as well. But you will fall.
No, I have something here. I would like to first use Undeath's Blessing on Khan, So as like we're in the towns, I'm like, great land! If you do, you feel the familiar sensation of that spell wash over you. Then with 2 actions, I'm going to do harm, but I have fast channel, so I can do a big area harm with only 2 actions instead of 3.
Nice.
So the dire vulture and the little vulture are going to have to make some fortitude saving throws.
Awesome.
And Khan's going to heal, and so am I.
Great.
Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm not going to heal.
That's true. The con will. So the little one, fortitude save, what's my DC? 30 something? There's no way.
I think it's 36, 30, wait.
Let's see, actions.
33.
33? Yeah, it needs a nat 20 to even mathematically succeed. So here's the little one. That is a 23 critical failure. So what happened?
Just double the damage.
The big one, the dire vulture, fortitude. You said 33 again?
Yes.
The dire vulture gets a 39, so only a regular success, not a crit. So it'll take half damage. So roll your damage.
Okay, 1 sec.
And then Khan will get a bonus because of Undeath's Blessing. She gets more healing than it takes damage.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I accidentally dropped my dice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Also, Khan, I'm going to say that you are flat-footed, not because they are strategically flanking you, but because you're grabbed and... actually, both of you are grabbed, so you're flat-footed anyway. What am I saying?
That's a lot. I rolled some 10s, a 9s, 8s. So,
wow.
So 68 is the full. So that's double to the vulture that just, I think, turns to dust.
Yeah, it just evaporates. It has 50 hit points, so even without the crit, you killed it in 1 hit.
Hey, Eli, remember we accidentally have been nerfing Reese this whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Did you add whatever effect that needed to be added into the game for that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, just remembered.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Yeah,
30... the one vulture pops into it, turns into dust.
Oh yeah, 34 to the dire vulture.
Okay.
And then I once more have to look up a spell because I always forget every time. There's just so many things with Pathfinder. You have to like everything has a little thing, and then you have to like. I need like note cards for like combos and how they work, you know.
For sure, because Khan gets extra healing from Undeath's Blessing.
Yeah,
not like
I don't need extra healing. I'm totally healed.
You're at max.
Okay, that saves some time. Then you're good.
Cool. Okay, then we won't
bother to
look
look it up for myself, but yeah, you're fine. Then.
So cool, but from now we'll skip the math. So that brings it to the top of the round, and I want everyone to give me perception checks in the tower, please.
You got it.
Okie dokie. Perception.
Said going
perception, please.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Skill. To pay the bill. Where perception at? There we go.
Okay, actually, this kind of checks out. Zavid and Khan, you two are a little preoccupied right at the moment to notice this.
Mm-hmm.
But Reese, you hear from the east a loud noise, like, and from out there, you see a person come from the right and immediately start running in quickly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25...
Oh, you're doing like a Tuscan Raider thing. Okay.
And you see sands swirl around them as they cast slow on all 3 of these vultures.
Ooh.
So let me get some saves going. I should have had their character sheet up. Slow. Fort save. Ooh, 1 critically failed with a nat 1. 1 is a success, 1 is a success. So, the crit fail is on number 1, which is that one. So, slowed 2 for a minute, slowed 1 for a minute for another, slowed for a minute on another. Great. So, what you see is A person who's clearly a desert nomad, who is wearing, covered head to toe in leathers and cloth, browns with a hood. Their backpack is full of scrolls and maybe maps, and they have a covering over their face, possibly to keep out the sand. Their eyes are covered with just the thinnest slit, again, you assume to clear out the sand. But this is the person who you just seen has run in from the east and has slowed these 3 vultures, so doesn't appear immediately hostile to any of you. But that brings it to Khan.
Khan is going to... I don't think I have any spells prepped that could help me in the circumstance of escaping, you know, a vulture's grasp. Maybe if I picked out spells, then they would. But
you got it. That one would be interesting.
That one
the
would
fifth
be
level.
It would be really interesting. It would result in a whole lot of Khan falling to the ground, though, after it takes effect. But it would solve the problem of being within the vulture's
I have a
talons.
question for you. Did you fail your save this morning?
She did not. You did.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
I
And
think
Sarah.
I was gonna say, if you failed your save, I think Arcane Con would want to see how it would work and
True.
might take the risk.
That's
whereas
fair.
I think more sane Con right now would probably be more like wary of the danger of that. For
That's a
sure.
very
great
good
point.
That's
Yeah,
a great point.
yeah.
You did specifically say Khan remembered to take her meds this morning. I watched the episode just the other day.
Her ADHD meds.
Mhm.
So-
Zavid and Sarah failed.
That's a reminder for anybody watching the VOD or in chat. Take your meds if you haven't.
Take your meds and hydrate.
I am going. Khan is just gonna like start stabbing at the vulture's toes, trying to maybe lop one of them off so she
It's
can wiggle
flat-footed.
out. How?
Because Zavid's right there. You're on opposite sides of it. I can draw a straight line through it from you to him. That is technically how flat-footed works.
Love it.
It's about to be flat-footed once I get rid of its damn toes.
It's gonna be stump-footed.
So yeah, Khan just starts swinging.
Great,
You
let's see.
pull out a big, like, one of those floppy saws and you're like, grab the other end, and we just start doing this.
You wiggle the saw just a little bit. I need more wiggle. Ah,
Oh, that's
good with saw
actually
wiggle.
terrifying. The thought of sawing through a living creature's feet like that.
Ugh, that would be horrible.
Somehow satisfying. Wait, hold on.
Slimy yet satisfying.
Anyway, Khan's just gonna make like 4 attacks because she can with haste.
Hell yeah. It's turned into a blender.
Pretty much.
Nice, that's a hit. That was almost a nat 1. Very mid damage, but good.
Mid damage.
You get your debilitation though too,
Oh, you're right.
and I think you get 2 now. Finally, you're 15.
Do I?
Yeah, I think so. I think you get double debilitation now. I'm gonna look it up real fast.
Yes.
Not rogue archetype, just rogue. But I know you get at least 1, so pick 1 for now, and I'll. Debilitation. Yeah, double debilitation at level 15. Your
how
opportunistic
about
attacks
that?
are particularly detrimental. When you use debilitating strike, you can apply 2 debilitation simultaneously. Removing one removes both.
Cool.
Neat.
Yeah.
One debilitation. Gonna add the bleed.
All right. That's what 2d6, 3d6.
Let's look that up. It's bloody debilitation. It is 3d6 persistent bleed damage.
All right, got that. And the other one, what? Maybe
Second debilitation. I'll just make it flat-footed, like in case it drops.
Okay, great.
Zavid.
So we'll keep it flat-footed then.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So you
right.
still have. Well, you just attacked again, so you have 2 actions remaining.
Yeah.
Ooh, 15 is
Is it
still a
miss?
miss. Ouch.
And I think she'll just shield. She'll
Shield?
canter
Okay.
shield.
Great. So let me give you AC +1. +1. Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the end of your turn. Reese, that puts it to you. You're muted.
Sorry. I'm gonna finish off this bird.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna go to my actions tab. Just gonna longbow it.
Right in the face at point blank range.
Oh yeah, right in the face.
Oh, that'll hit. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
17 hits.
Okay, and then let's just eat dirt.
Earth arrow?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, 23 damage. This thing looks pretty bad. But it's yeah. One more could do it.
Okay.
One more like that, or slightly better.
Who knows? Oh, well,
That'll hit.
10 still
Yep.
hits. Cool. All right, arrow.
That's your arrow.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
That was not quite enough.
Oof.
It still has a few hit points, but I would recommend not wasting another elemental arrow if you go for that on this
Yeah,
next
no,
shot.
I'm just gonna strike it with my sword.
That's probably a better choice.
So, is that's just...
It'll be your lowest, yeah,
lowest.
because you just do your flurry.
Yeah. Good.
Nice, natural 18 will hit for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure this will finish it off. So go ahead and do your damage. Yes, you
Yay!
slash through this bird and take it down. As it bleeds out, as you stab it with, pepper it with these elemental arrows, and then finally one more slash with the sword, and you take it out. I think that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, I think that's 3
You had the
actions.
flurry was 1, and then
2, 3. Yep.
yeah, that's it. Okay, so it brings it to this vulture here that. Now it has a new target that just did something fun, something to it didn't like. So this one is slowed to. Oh no, this is the one that critically failed. So
Oh,
all it could do
boy.
is lazily flap its wings and go over to this stranger. And that's all it can do. The dire vulture was not affected by the slow spell. It has Khan and Zavid in its grasp. It has an ability. Let's see. Oh, snatch. That's what I wanted. Great. So it has the ability called snatch, which means it has to move at half speed now that it has something in its claws, which is interesting. But I'm going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20 to here. And it is going to attempt to snack on both of you. So it gets a +2 circumstance bonus to strike on its beak attacks if it has something within its claws. So first, Khan. Let's see. Where did I? There you are. So first, I think Khan is going to get the first beak attack. Oh, whoops. +2 beak attack. There it goes.
Han's like primordial ancestral fear of like birds of prey is kicking in.
I just rolled a nat 4. You are welcome. And Zavid, it doesn't say anything about keeping its highest penalty, so I'm going to say it has to go to its attack penalty. It's going to attack you at a penalty at a +2 with its beak. Nat 14 will probably hit. Yep, that'll do.
Its beak just comes down and hits him right in like the meat of the shoulder, like ah!
Pecking
So,
you
like,
for
stinging,
28
like,
damage.
He's like pulling his like muscle out and stuff.
But that is all it can do. It takes some bleed damage from Khan, 13 bleed, and it fails its save, so it's going to continue bleeding. That brings it to this vulture. Gonna beak at you, Reese, because it can't do much else. It's probably gonna miss. Yup. Talon. Just slash out at you. Ooh, nat 18 might do it. Yup. You take a little bit of 8 slashing damage, and then it's going to finish off with... Oh, wait, no. This one was slowed. That's all it can do. It only gets 2 actions. Zavid, that puts it to you.
I am getting eaten by a vulture. I have 37 hit points left. This is looking bad, and so I call upon the power of 8th level magic. And I have heightened a spell that I've had before that I have not really used until now. Rip the Spirit. I am going to require a basic fortitude saving throw from the dire vulture. Please tell me what he gets.
Oh, hell yeah. Basic fort?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 3. 31. Here, look.
31?
Oh my God.
That's a failure.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Look at that,
so
failure. 31. I rolled a
take
natural
the
3.
So he takes a full 16d6.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
This is necrotic as I am. Let me explain. Let me read the spell here. It says, you supernaturally rip the spirit from a living creature's body, dooming the target to pain and death. The target would take 5d6 negative damage at a 5th level spell unless you use 2 actions, in which case it takes 10d6. And every time you heighten it, it gets another 2d6 at 2 actions. So
Oh my god.
16d6 negative damage, and it is drained 1 if it fails its save. The spell's effect is based on how many actions you do. Yeah, so it is drained 1, and it is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here we go. That's
That's a lot of ones.
But still, 46 negative damage as I'm literally pulling its spirit out of its body, ripping it apart.
Yeah, that was really good. It is within 2 hit points of being bloodied.
Cool.
You start tearing its soul out as it's pecking at you, just pulling this almost ethereal force out of it.
Do I have a healing potion that I can quaff with like an action?
Probably.
I need something. Let's see. I don't know if I do. I think I'm the kind of dude that doesn't carry healing potions. Lethargy poison. I could accidentally imbibe that. That'd be funny. A potion of fire resistance does not help. Yeah, I don't think I have a healing.
You have a healing potion greater.
I have 1. I'm gonna quaff that. So I don't remember how much is that. That's
It is 2d8 plus 20.
the potion. Oh wait, a
68.
second.
Sorry, 68.
Oh,
plus
68 plus 20. Yeah. So
I read that wrong. 68 plus 20.
20 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like to gain back 45 hit points, please.
Okay, so that puts you down to 106 wounds. There you go. You have 87 hit points now.
All right, that's my turn. That's all my actions.
Sweet. Okay, end of the round brings it to the top, to this new stranger who has shown up here. What are they gonna do? There we go. No,
Oh wait a second. I have dangerous sorcery.
Oh, what's that do?
I add 8 to the damage of a damaging spell that I do. I haven't been really using that except only on my harms, but that applies to all my damaging spells.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's from my bloodline.
How much should that have added?
It's just another 8 if you want to tack on 8 and bloody him for me.
Got it. Okay.
Forgot about that.
Another 8, 151. Yep, that officially makes it bloody by 1.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I see what's going to happen here. There we go. Yes. Okay, so the vulture has kind of lowered itself down because it's trying to snack on you, so it's not focusing so much on flying, so it's gotten kind of low. So this new person is going to run 5, 10, 15, and is going to jump onto Rot Trot and attempt a nature check to ride Rot Trot. Rolled a 42. So this person is going to really quickly fly up on Rot Trot next to Zavid, touch him, and cast Freedom of Movement.
Ooh.
So the I wish it stayed right here. The vulture, its claws open and drops Zavid to the ground 20 feet, but I know for a fact he has the catfall feat, so that's going to negate it enough to where he doesn't even have to take any damage from that fall. So
It just turns into rubber balls.
yeah, he just kind of rubber bounces a little bit, boink, and falls, and I need to remove his grabbed from him really fast before I forget. Grabbed. He's no longer flat-footed. That's the end of the stranger's turn. Khan, your turn. You are still grabbed by this massive, massive vulture.
Now that Zavid is freed from the vulture's grasp, I think Khan is like, okay, now I guess there wouldn't be risk if I were to escape. The vulture would prioritize Zavid and just gobble him up. So I'm going to use the spell.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So the vulture is surprised because there was definitely something in its hand, but it's not anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It feels an ominous presence behind it.
Suddenly both things aren't in its hands.
Yeah.
Or in its talons.
What was it? Blink charge?
Blink charge, yes. So
the specifics.
It's on your actions tab. Let's see, pulling it up now as well. 5th level. Oh wait, no, I didn't put it on there. I'm sorry. How did I not? I swear I did.
Yeah, I think you just sent me the info of the spell.
Oh, you're right. Let me. Blink charge goes on 5th level. There you go. Should be there now.
All right, cool.
So blink charge. You propel yourself. Yeah, you can. You know what it does.
So I'm going to make a strike against the vulture.
Yes, you make a strike. See if it hits.
I think Khan is trying to land on the nape of its neck.
Perfect.
I think that's within 30 feet.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're going from its talons to its neck. That's definitely within 30 feet.
Oh.
You have a hero point.
I'm using my hero point. I want this to succeed.
Because this is a rad spell. This is high. Oh, from a 1 to a 20. From a 1 to a 20. This is what hero points are for. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't. Damn.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so critical success, double damage. So first do your normal critical damage. So just roll damage like a normal hit.
Alright.
Good job.
Wait.
No, that was
that was an attack.
That was an attack. Hold on. Stop. Roll the damage on it, but hold shift because that'll make it a crit. Because if you roll regular damage, it'll consider it a hit because you just rolled to hit again. There you go. That should do her. Woo! 60 damage of that. Plus you get a debilitation. So if you want the extra precision, you could do that.
Well, I can only have 2 debilitations active at a time.
Oh, right? That's right. It's bleeding and it's flat-footed. That's right.
Yes. I'm going to keep those.
Okay, so you also get 2d force, but it was a crit, so 4d8 force damage. So roll 48 in the chat.
Yeah, there's a macro already set up in the blink
charge
spell.
Is there? Okay, perfect. So 17 additional force damage, and you can teleport the target into an empty space up to 5 feet away from its current position. The unit must be on the ground if it's started on the ground, in the air if it was flying. So it needs to stay in the air, but you can move it 5 feet in whatever direction you want. Zavid, a lot happened in the short second you were gone.
I heard some of it.
Did you? Yeah. The stranger jumped onto Rottrot, rolled a really high nature check, flew up to you because Rottrot saw you were in danger, and he cast freedom of movement. You got dropped. You didn't take any fall damage because I know you have cat fall.
Oh, I'm gone now.
You're on the ground, yeah.
Got it.
And then Khan blink charged behind this thing and stabbed it in the neck and then teleported it in which direction?
I don't know. I don't think I'll teleport it because then I won't be standing on the vulture anymore.
Okay. So are you still on it then?
Yeah. She's just trying to hold on to the feathers best she can.
Great. We'll say that you're here.
Yeah. So I've still got a regular action and a hasted action.
That's correct.
I'm going to use my hasted action to make another attack at a penalty.
Nice. That hits.
Nice. Con stays winning all the time.
Yeah, she does. 21
21
damage.
damage. And then is there an can I just use my last action to like, dig my little claws into the feathers and hold on?
Yeah, let's call that an acrobatics check to ride, like a
Alright, nice.
mechanical bull. So just
Yeah.
throw that publicly.
Alright, acrobatics. Big money, no whammies.
Yes.
44. Okay,
Woo.
so let's see. I'm gonna roll. If it tries to buck you off, I'll make it roll something. So for now,
If it
that's
does like a barrel roll.
yeah. If it does a barrel roll, I'll make it roll something. But for now, we'll say 44. That's more than sufficient to stay on this thing. Reese, that puts it to you.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna attack the next thing in my line of sight, because
That is number 3, right in
Yep.
front of you.
number 3 right in front of me.
Do you want to make it your hunted prey or anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it my hunted prey, so I'm gonna go and hunt prey. Hunter's precision. Did I need to drag it onto something?
Onto let me see here. Which one is it? I know you need to give it an effect and yourself and I think you have the other effect on yourself. Reese, hunt prey.
Designated target?
Yeah, designated target. Give it that. There you go.
Okay.
Should work now.
Okay. Precision. Okay, cool. So we do that, and then it's not close enough for me to swing a sword at it, right? So I'm
Oh, it's right there. Yeah, you can swing
I
your
am?
sword.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I think what I'm gonna do.
You could even use elemental assault if you want. That genie
Ooh.
magic you have.
How do I do that again?
Click the magnifier next to elemental assault, and then
Okay.
pick one of the 4 and just click the little walking icon, the walking guy.
Magnifier.
Electricity, bludgeoning, fire, or cold,
Ooh.
depending on the element you want.
Okay. Let's do electricity.
Cool. So give yourself. So what does that look like when you bring this electricity out of your genie blood?
So it kind of just looks like a really cool wizard with like how like wizards can shoot lightning out of their hands, like ha. It kind of looks like that. It's like Kazam, and he
Wonderful.
literally does say Kazam. And shoots it off at
Okay,
the
so it's
vulture.
one action to hunt prey, one action to summon elemental assault, and then you have one action remaining to attack, which you're already flurrying, so you can have 2 attacks on it.
Yes. Okay.
And it should automatically add the electricity damage if you hit.
Okay. Element. Alt is that?
It's already on you. It's just a
already is?
buff. It's just a
okay.
buff that adds damage to your regular attacks. So just
So-
attack it with your sword like normal.
Oh, okay.
And it'll add another d6 if you hit.
Okay, cool.
That should. That's a crit. Excellent. This should hurt a lot.
Yeah. That
We're about to lay the
plus-
pain on this thing.
Could I just do another roll for the attack?
Roll the damage first and then do it. Because if you roll a regular or a miss, it's going to mess up the math.
Okay.
There you go. 50 damage in one attack with your sword. Now go ahead and roll the other hit.
Okay.
That was half its health in one hit, just so you know.
Cool.
That'll crit as well.
Uh-huh.
You're not going to probably do as much because it's the second attack of the round. You
But
don't get
who
your
knows?
precision strike, but who knows? You could roll really well.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 2 crits on a... So many dice. Nice, wow.
44 sound.
Yeah, that's pretty good. This thing looks really bad. You're carving it up like a Thanksgiving goose. It has, I think, 6 hit points left. Let me look. Yeah, 6 hit points. And you have... That's it. You're done. That's the end of your round. So that brings it to this vulture, who is still slowed 1. So it is going to try and get over to Reese. It has a 60-foot fly speed. That's all it can do is get to you. Oh no, wait. It's slowed 1. It can attack you once.
Okay.
So this thing is going to try and beak attack at you.
Not gonna hit.
Probably going to miss. Yeah,
Yep.
That's going to miss. Dire Vulture. It is very confused as it just lost both of its snacks, and it is going to try and peck at you, Khan, from behind its neck, but I'm going to give it a -2 to its attacks for that, since you are behind it. Ooh, 15 might still do it. Yeah, that'll hit. Not going to crit, though. And I'm going to need you to roll probably a Anything? No fortitude save. You just take 34 damage.
Gotcha.
No additional
This
effect.
vulture does not have diseases.
It does not. This one does not.
It's too big to get diseased.
And
That's
it's
how
gonna
it works, right?
Yeah, something like that. And it's gonna try and sweep you off with its wing with a second attack.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Sweep
not
you
gonna,
off
no.
your feet with the miss.
And it's gonna miss with its wing. And I think this time it will try to fly and shake you off. So I'm gonna make it fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 to here and roll an acrobatics. What was your, or an athletics? What was your acrobatics earlier? 40 something?
High.
It was high. 44. Okay.
44.
So it's going to roll athletics. I rolled high, 48. So it does manage to buck you off, but since it wasn't by very much, I'm not going to make you roll a reflex save to hit the ground. You were probably within 20 feet, so no damage. But you're on the ground now.
All right.
End of its turn, and you are no longer on its back, which it likes. It takes a little bit of damage. Yes, it takes 5 bleed damage, and it is still bleeding because it fails its check. This vulture is attacking Reese. It is slowed 1, so it only gets 2 actions. 1 bite, natural 2. And Alan, it was almost an 18, and then it went to a 2. And 11's going to miss, so that one is slowed, so it's done. Zavid, now you're up. You're on the ground.
Yeah. I would like to kill this fucking dire vulture.
It's not looking good.
I target one of these crates, a nice heavy looking crate. I'm going to use a telekinetic projectile using its own shadow to launch it up and try to clock this fucking vulture upside the head.
I love the idea of using its own shadow to attack it with telekinetic projectile. That's rad.
I'm gonna need to. Oh, I gotta make a range attack.
Range attack, yes.
I'm gonna target it. I don't think the damage is gonna be accurate, so I'll just roll the damage separately.
Sure.
I'm also targeting Con for some reason. I'm not gonna hit you with this Con.
You're targeting yourself as well. I'll fix that. There you go.
backstabber!
Now you're just attacking the. Now you're only attacking the vulture.
All right. Come on.
Oh.
I'm gonna reroll it with a hero.
Yeah, I was
point.
gonna say you have them.
Come on.
There we go.
There you
Yeah.
go. That it's going to be plus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, that's the wrong. No, that's not correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8d6 plus 5.
Nice. 30 damage. Okay, so that's. Oh, this thing is on death's door.
Still up?
Whoop. It is, yes.
It's up all night.
That's incredible. I was like 30. Oh, that's got to be enough. You're like, nah, it's still good. I'm like,
It's not good, but it's alive. It is
what
not
can I do
good.
with one action that can kill it? What can I do?
You could command Rot Trot to go and hoof it.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Rot shot.
To the sky!
Sick balls. Kill the bird.
Sick 'em,
And
boy.
I'm gonna have Rot Trot fly. This guy loses control. They can stay on top of Rot Trot, but Rot Trot is going to beeline, and then I'm gonna have Rot Trot make a hoof.
Okay, I can take care of that. So, all right, Rot Trot coming in with a hoof attack.
Come on.
It's a hit.
Hey.
Oh my god.
He does it.
Oh
He
my
kills
god,
it.
go Rod Trot!
He kills it with five extra damage. So how does Rot Trot do this? With this dude on his back.
Using the shadows cast by the sun with these tents, I'm grabbing a box and launching it up at this thing as it's doing like aerial maneuvers to lose Khan. Khan did actually get flung off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right as it's starting to stabilize after Khan gets flung off, a box hits it in the head. As it's like dazed, it starts to kind of do a bit of a tailspin, and Rot Trot is galloping. Right as it turns to face him, Rot Trot basically just lands all 4 hoofs on the head of this fucking thing, cracking its skull, giving it a fatal concussion, and hopping off and riding in the air away as this thing dives and crashes into the ground.
Hell yeah,
I
and
love
it
it.
slams into the sand with this strange person on the back of your mount, but it's still doing your bidding. So
Yeah, and
that
I'm
thing
just
is-
gonna. Oh wait, I can't walk. Use all my actions. I'm good.
Yeah, that's all your actions. So you're done. End of the round. Top of the round brings it to this person. They see that there's still 2 of those left. It's going to use its hands and hurl a ball of flame over at one of them. It's casting produce flame.
Flame ball.
That'll hit.
I cast ball of flame.
Taking
Yeah.
it out. Great. So this vulture is dead. Nope, not that one.
Nope, the other one.
Yep, the one of the vultures in front of you, Reese, explodes in a ball of fire.
Ooh,
And
free chicken.
Right. And then this person jumps off of Rot Trot, landing superhero style on the ground. That's the end of their turn. Con, you're up. There is 1 living vulture remaining.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
Reese is just like chomping into a vulture leg.
Yeah, as quickly as you can, aided by kind of the haste aura still around her, she's gonna phew, dart between Rodtrot's legs and just take 2 actions to close distance.
And now it's flat-footed because of Reese. Let me give it that. Come on, flat-footed. There you go.
And then I'm gonna make 2 attacks.
Woot. That'll crit.
Holy
God.
shit. Got
Okay,
half of
it's already bloodied.
Yep.
What debilitations?
Oh.
Ooh, that one. But hey, you critted, so it averages out to 2 hits.
It averages out, yeah. I'm gonna have bloody debilitation,
Right.
and reduce its movement speed.
Okay, 3d8 bleed, and movement reduced by 10?
Yes.
Oh god, it has a 5-foot movement on the ground and 35 fly. That's bad for it. Okay, you have 1 remaining action. No, wait, no, you attacked twice. I'm sorry. So Reese.
Alright, so what we shall do is I'm just gonna keep hitting this. I'm gonna hit this one now because the other one's dead.
Yeah.
Finish off my leg of vulture meat, throw it, and take the sword out again and just start carving it like a tree.
Great. And it's flat-footed, so you do get sneak attack, and it should automatically apply it.
Hell yeah.
As a rogue dedication, you only get 1d6 forever. It never goes up, but still, 1d6 is 1d6.
Yeah, I'll take. Oh, I didn't put it on the creature. It's okay. Oh, nope. Wrong one again. Here we go. I think a crit hit works.
That definitely will do.
Can I follow-up attack with
Yes.
the reaction I have?
Sure, once that damage goes through.
That's a lot of
Oh,
damage.
don't even need
It's
it.
dead.
No need. Reese,
Wow.
you carve this thing up with your, was it electric? Yeah, you slice it with an electric sword as Khan comes up, and you take out the last of the vultures. Great job, everyone. We're finally out of combat.
Woo.
I think this would be a great time for a little intermission.
Yeah.
To take like 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and then we'll come right back and see what's up with this person who came up in the middle of the fight. We'll be right back. Hope you'll join us. Thank you. And welcome back, everybody. We're back from our intermission, where we left off. Lux Et Umbra had just finished defeating this big flock of very aggressive vultures and a massive dire vulture. In the midst of combat, some stranger had come in from the sand dunes and seemed to help. Who this person is, we'll find out shortly. And that is where we come back. Combat has ended. Zavid, this stranger, seems to manage to use Rot Trot for at least a moment. Has gotten off since, but saved your life from this bird.
I'd like to give him give them a closer examination now that I'm walking up. I want to get a better idea of who I'm looking at.
No problem. Give me a perception check in the tower, please. Well, this is what you see. The image first. It is a humanoid-shaped person who is dressed almost entirely in browns. It's clearly they are a desert nomad of some kind. They have a massive backpack filled with, now that you're not in the din of combat, you can tell it's mostly maps and navigation tools, but also there's a lot of survival things within this pack. This person clearly moves around in the desert a lot. Very thin slits for their eyes to keep out the glare of the sun. They've got a hood on. All of their skin is covered to keep the sun off.
All their skin is covered. Okay,
that's correct. All of their skin is covered.
In the picture, their arms are bare. They just have very dark skin.
No, that is like skin tight.
Okay.
Yeah, like skin tight cloth. I had never noticed that. I'm just now noticing that, but
all right.
Or I suppose it could be dark skin. Yeah, it's dark skin.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I just I was getting very this one vibes, you know.
Fair. Yeah, it could be dark skin, I suppose. I hadn't noticed that.
So I kind of appraise him. I'd be like, "Hail, traveler."
Hail to you. And the person pulls off their mask. And let me share this image with you. They are a human man with a short-cut brown beard, brown eyes, and kind of shaggy brown hair. It's not Jesus. I know that you're thinking it's Jesus, but it's not. I promise it's not Jesus.
What's your name? Hugh. Hugh man.
Can continue with that thought. What are you thinking about that thought? And he says, "Hello, my name is Old Bix. I am a wanderer in the desert. I heard the vultures attacking. Thought I could get to this camp before they took them all out. Seems you beat me to it."
I pull out my red lightsaber and I say, "Finally a Jedi."
Okay, I have to pause and not only break the fourth wall, I gotta break the fifth wall and talk to one specific viewer. Allo, I did it, buddy. During our long hiatus, I was coming up with this character, and every time I tried to do an Alec Guinness impression in Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ringo Starr kept falling out of my mouth. Use the Force, Luke. No, turn off the guidance computer. No, you got to use the Force. And I couldn't do it. So I talked to my friend in Los Angeles, Allo, who's from England, and I was like, please, help me. I need to do it. And he coached me through it. He recorded himself doing Alec Guinness, and I literally, I took a screenshot. I have it right here. I said, if I can get anyone in my party to go, is this Obi-Wan Kenobi? I'll consider it an absolute win. So, Allo, absolute win. Thanks,
That's
buddy.
amazing.
I mean,
side.
Like old Ben, I knew that, but the moment you sent that picture, I was like, I see what you did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah. It's not Jesus.
No. Also, side note, temporarily, Jane, your wife was married to L because the screens got mixed up, so your wife was like, hey, I'm temporarily married to L. I'm not
Eldritch
mad.
Sugar playing Khan? I got it.
Yeah, you guys flip-flop sometimes. I'm just like, it's taking place.
I speedrun getting married and divorced, I guess.
Zavid, with your perception check, you kind of see a ripple across his face, almost imperceptible, like a shadow.
I can feel that this guy's disguised in some
Yes.
ways. It's not just true.
You can almost smell the illusion on this man.
Can I?
You
Is
rolled
there
extremely high.
Is there a skill check I can do to see through the illusion? Or do I have to use magic?
I think you have to use magic, I think. Let me double check. Because that's actually a spell.
I still have Trucing prepared.
Oh, wow. Do you now?
Yeah, I haven't needed to cast it for a while, but I usually just kind of keep it in my 6th level slot, because you never know when you need it.
Okay, well, this is very important, so...
I am going to...
I see. Okay, so I'm going to make him roll a deception check. Or, no, I guess you already passed that, so no, it wouldn't help with True Seeing. Yeah, True Seeing would...
I'm gonna see him and say, like, well, Matt, my name is Zavid, and pardon this thing I'm about to do, but it is a big desert, and I don't know who to trust. And I cast True Seeing on myself, so that I may see through his disguise.
Please give me a religion check in the tower.
It is Jesus, isn't it? God damn it.
It's not Jesus. You're not far off, but it's not Jesus.
Also, the vulture's still on screen.
Okay, I know. I just want it's body.
Muhammad, and my eyes combust into flames. I'm not allowed to see. Like, ah! You were just protecting me. I'm sorry.
You rolled pretty high, and what you see brings you back to when you were up in Belkzen, fighting the Cogito Machinists, the machine cult run by Artifex Glastwick Finibus, and you were wandering around in this what was an abandoned dwarf fortress that was taken over by the gnomes and the orcs, remember? And you, Zavid, specifically, were very interested in one statue. And you kept looking at it, and you were like, what is with this statue? And you realize that's what's standing before you is the person in the machinist statue, Saint BX9. This is what you see. A creature fully artificial, made of technology you can't even barely comprehend. It's not even TikTok gears and cogs. This is futuristic alien technology, this thing standing before you. But you recognize it from the Cogito Machinists.
I think he probably knows immediately that I've just kind of seen through his disguise. So as a measure of like good faith of non-hostility, I kind of put my arms out like this, and I'm going to say, I know who you are, but I will not speak of your true nature unless you give me permission to.
It looks to you and says, how do you know of what I am? What know you of me, stranger?
Your former stomping grounds, a dwarven fortress with a statue erected in your image. Are you perhaps the chosen of Cassandra Lee?
I am, yes. Formerly, before the virus took her. It sounds like we have much to speak on, and that girl will probably need healing.
I want to make sure that we've looked through all of the tents for any other survivors or anything of interest or note that we can like scavenge.
Everyone give me perception for scavenging stuff or medicine for checking the bodies.
Okay.
I'll do medicine.
I'll do perception.
Zavid, you can see that at least 2 camels are still alive, with their entrails pulled out that were being feasted upon. Give me another religion check. In the tower.
Okay, in the tower.
Have to get my thing out. This picture. There it is. You, with that roll, realize that Abalon the horse has come into alignment, because predators kill more than they need to survive, herbivores fiercely defend territory, and scavengers do not wait for death to begin feasting. Abalon the horse is in alignment.
I'll let that be known, and I'll mercy kill these camels.
No rolls necessary.
there was a little part of me of like, can I save them? But you're like, their entrails are just out and they've been partially eaten, and I'm like, I don't think this is necessary. We're not we need to save them. We can just move on. So after we do all this, I'll say, before we move, I have one question for you.
I suppose deception is not in my best interest.
What brings you out here into the desert of Osiris?
I have had to hide from those who chased me out. When Cassandra Lee... Well, it is a long story. Let us go and save that girl, and I shall tell you everything you need to know. Clearly, you know who I am.
Yeah, can I... what's the check, like, to see if you trust somebody? Which one
Perception.
is that? Perception? I want to make one more perception check,
Okay.
just to kind of gauge how I feel about this guy.
You don't get a very good read on this person because they are a machine. They are not really showing off any emotions one way or the other.
I guess I'll take a risk. I'll look to Reese and Khan and say, I think we can trust him for now. Let us bring him back to our temporary base of operations.
I'm okay with. And can I do just like a perception in general, just for
Absolutely.
him?
For sure. Perception in the tower, either of you, if you want to get a read on this person.
Vibe check.
Yeah. Vibe check. So you're getting that this person definitely was trying to help you. They don't seem to be lying about wanting to aid either you or the people within this camp, and they've already said that they want to help that one survivor, so they don't seem to want you to wish you any particular harm.
Ill will. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no ill will that you can see.
Reese is a little bit more at ease.
Alright, so you're going back to the turtle?
Yep.
Okay, you can close out of that map. I just assume you're using your flying mounts, so no issues there.
What does Reese use?
You can get on the back of the mole with Khan for this
Okay,
one.
cool.
Because your bird is up at
Yeah.
the turtle, which actually I need to add to it. Where's the bird? Bird. And it's... there it is. Spectral owl. Right there. Perfect. Okay, so I can share this now. We are back upon the great Monhatnus, the ancient, the massive desert-walking tortoise, on the back of which is an entire tribe of halflings, along with Sarah Landscar, your long sought-after key to potentially stopping or starting this apocalypse known as the Conjunction. But between Zavid having Mork's condescending and roughly knowing where the turtle was, since you just scouted ahead, you're able to get back with relative ease. Did that map load correctly for all of you? Great. So there you are over at the bottom left, where your mounts all drop you off, and they all go over to be with the camels to drink water and eat some hay. I guess Rottrot doesn't really eat, does he? Well, I guess none of them eat. They're all undead.
They enjoy the
they're
idea.
for, yeah. As part of the spell, I guess I could like create some phantom food for our phantom steeds.
Make them feel better. They start eating their
I give them a
phantom
phantom apple and a phantom carrot.
food. They enjoy it and they phantom crunch them.
The spirit of the carrot soul is a thing you can. As we get off at the dock here, we kind of see that they're being our person of interest over here is being treated. Before we go over there, I want to ask Obix, do you know what this place is?
I have seen the great Monhatnus many times in my life within the desert. I have never been upon its shell, but I've seen its wonder.
Since you know now who resides upon the shell, those who wish to hide from the eyes of the world, I believe you may now
be hidden just as they are. If you would like to show my friends who you really are, as a measure of trust.
Very well. Upon the back of the great turtle, we should be truly well hidden. Your friend here is very clearly a powerful mage in his own right. Yes, my guise is indeed just that, a guise. And he casts a spell and lets it fizzle from him. And just as all of you are super suspicious when I described a human man with brown hair and a brown beard and brown eyes, standing before you is a fully artificial automaton, head to toe, whereas your friend Frag, FR46, was sort of half orc, half machine, like a Darth Vader situation going on. This person is 100% machine, fully, head to toe. Not a single bit of biological about him.
Frag was a cyborg. This guy's an android.
That is correct. Frag was a cyborg. This is an android. He looks to you and he says, "My name is BX9, the chosen of the Iron Goddess Cassandra Lee. I am the Ferrarius Propheta, the Iron Prophet."
Oh, Ferrarius.
Ferrous, like ferromagnetic, yes. See, like I said, if you look at the episode title, it's got hella spoilers.
And I looked at you guys, I say, it means the Ferrari prophet.
I don't get it, but I'm glad you guys do. Don't even explain it to me.
What? Let us check on that girl. And I'm worried about her in that attack. The attacks in the desert have been increasing as of late. And he kind of runs over to see if he can help.
I'll let him do that. I'm really weekend and thirsty, so I'm going to stick my head into the orb of water and drink some.
It's cool and delicious and clean. Very refreshing. Take back 10 hit points. But this level 10 isn't that much. I can give you that.
Sure, awesome.
Anyone who drinks the water can have 10 hit points. I'm feeling generous.
I'm gonna go see what I'm at.
Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, everyone gets a hero point for discovering the Chosen of Cassandra Lee.
Yay!
Chosens galore.
Well,
We're gonna create a book club of all the champions of all the gods.
it's been a hot second since you found one, though. I think the last one was of Desna at like the coronation. It's been a hot second.
What about Elfish? What about him?
Oh, Elvish Presley. He wasn't actually the champion. He just
Damn
calls
it.
himself the champ, like the king. Elvis was the king. He's the champ. That was me being cheap.
You bastard.
Elfish.
Yeah, Elfish Presley. He was great. I was proud of how much you guys hated him.
I
loved
remember
him.
now, all over again, how much I hate him.
Yeah, you had almost forgotten. You can't forget Elfish Presley, no matter how hard you try.
I was accomplishing that feat for a while until Eldritch brought it up again.
Yeah. Until I ruined everything.
Yeah, well, you didn't ruin everything. Elvish did.
Elvish did. But you could see that old BX9 has gone over to... Let me share the art here. This is the person who you found at the campsite, who was amongst the detritus who had been attacked and had many, many wounds on her. She's currently being treated by Malmia Softsun, the wound burner of Ra, who resides here upon the turtle. And she comes, when you walk up, she says, "Oh, hello, you are back, and we got your owl. It brought this person. I have started to tend to her wounds, but she is very badly injured. Can any of you aid? Do any of you know medicines from other lands?"
I pull my Serenite healer's kit out.
Nice.
I'm like, I can do some surgery.
It
I do not-
cinches your hand a little bit.
Human anatomy is somewhat of a mystery to me. And Bix will step aside.
I'll just if they need like aid or something, I can just do like a medicine check if you want.
Sure.
I can assist with all
Oh, yeah,
my
you
alchemical
assist.
things.
Interesting. Sure, give me a crafting check publicly, Con, as an aid to Zavid's medicine check publicly.
Oh, okay.
That's an interesting way to go about it. I like it.
Yeah. Con can like clean the wounds or even like clean the equipment.
Mm.
Or
should
even make
definitely-
salves and stuff like that.
Con, what are you doing?
Well-
Stop jamming
well,
your
here's-
fingers into the wound.
Here's the fun part about being this high leveled. So a natural 1 doesn't mean an automatic failure. It just means it reduces the success rate by 1. Now, normally, a 30 would be a critical success, but because it was a nat 1, that just makes it a regular success, so it could take a +1. That's the fun part
Alright.
about being this high level.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you can't critically fail with that now.
Let's see. Medicine. Here we go.
So it's sloppy, but you help. 30, that's enough to at least help.
I mixed up all my vials. This is acid, not a healing potion. What am I doing? Silly Con.
However, the acid manages to help cauterize the wound a little bit, and it does seem to start slowly helping with the redness of the infection, because she had been taken upon by these vultures. But she slowly starts to kind of come to after getting a little bit of health, and she says, "Where are we? Where am I? What happened?"
You are on the back of a giant turtle.
Oh, she looks around confused.
Looks around, sees. He's not disguised right now, old Bix, right? He's in his
He's
android.
not. He would be in his android form.
So she's seeing Android Man, Fetchling Guy looming over her, some halflings,
A rat.
Imbo Prince over here just flexing it out, and a little rat covered in blood.
Her blood.
Her blood. Oh, I'm also sick with carrion disease, and I'm bleeding, so I'm
That's
like,
right.
you're alive.
I'm gonna go take care of this now.
Oh, I see. Yes, our village, we were attacked at dawn. And the vultures came after the lightning attack.
You were attacked by lightning.
No, fast strike, they came and gone. On
What
jackal riders. Jackal riders came and went at dawn. Once they were gone, the vultures came.
Jackal riders. What were riding the jackals?
Strange jackal-like people. They looked like men, but with head of jackal.
Dogs riding dogs. What's next in this crazy world?
I want Reese to give me either desert lore
Mhm.
or Zavid to give me religion in the tower.
Desert lore, let's go. Oh, I did orc, but you know what I mean.
I think it's the
Oh,
same
it does for
bonus.
both, actually. It does
What kind of lore?
For me, it was desert. For you, religion.
yeah, that was it.
Religion. Sorry, yeah, okay.
Yeah, your orc lore and your desert lore are the same, so it's the same. Orc lore, yes. Zavid,
That sounds like a Pokemon.
It does. Orc lore. Reese, you didn't hit the DC. Or no, I guess it was. Yeah, I reduced the DC for specific lore skills. That's true. So Reese, you figured this out. You realize that the Jackal Riders are followers of Lamashtu because her sacred animal is the jackal. There
Wait.
are small cults of Lamashtu out here.
Wait. Hey, Khan. Your rat friend. That's Lamashtu themselves, right? Or is that
Lao Shupo.
Lashupo? Got it. Sorry. Okay. Well, those Jackal Riders are actually Lamashtu followers.
Oh.
And that immediately makes sense to you, Zavid.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Not
they're-
surprising.
No, it's pretty common out here. I haven't just been around that in a while, though.
Can I guess can I get a better description of Pushpa Sridhar? Or, like what a the picture like tells me so much. Like what is this person's like age? Do they look like a fighter? Do they look like a civilian? Like what?
She looks like a nomad for sure, desert wandering nomad. But she does look like she could hold her own in a fight. She looks more like roguish, maybe a quick, sneaky, stabby type. But she's very lithe, quite somewhat young, probably in her early 20s. Very dark hair, but and lithe and muscular. She does look like she could hold her own in a fight.
I'll tell her sorry about your people. I hope you have other family or friends that you can rely upon.
We were all alone. We had been getting attacked more and more lately. The jackals would come at different times. We'd prepare for a night attack. They come in the day. We prepare for day. They come at dawn. And they were just taking us out slowly. All we were left was our last circle stand. We had traded foods for defensive weapons, arbalests, and trebuchets, but they broke through us and cut us down.
It seems the deserts are becoming more dangerous.
Yes.
Your nomadic lifestyle will have to be put on hold for a while.
And I start pulling out a brochure.
You heard about the conjunction.
The dance of the stars. Yes, we have noticed that they are lining up, pointing towards the north.
I'm gonna just give her the whole exposition about what's just happened with Avalon, what's about to happen with the Wanderer and all that, and how that's gonna affect things. And basically that she's gonna have to lie low for a bit somewhere safe in like an established city, with maybe their own established like arbalists and trebuchets and stuff like that. Because I was like, I think it was brave of you all to trade for siege weaponry without any walls or a city to defend. I think as nomads that speed would have been the better option, but it seems like they outrode you with their jackals.
They did, yes.
So
We were no match.
think about what's to come with everything that we've shown you on this brochure here, and what you want to be doing when the end of the world happens. Do you want to let the cult of Lamashtu take over by letting out Rovagug, or do you want to fight back and get vengeance for your people?
I will get vengeance for my people.
And she tries to sit up and
No.
lays back.
Vengeance
down.
will come tomorrow.
Good plan. Oh, that hurts. That hurts me physically right now. Like, I'm just like, oh no, been there, that's me the past 2 weeks.
I want to go up to our guy over here and be like,
I didn't realize that empathy was a superpower, but you really do have a gift here.
Well, there's always one on the back of one hat noose. I inherited my powers from the last empath. It's not really hereditary, but only one could have it. It's a gift and a curse, but I use it to try and help those who I can. It got me to you.
I've been resisting the urge every session to make fun of this character because of the voice you give them, the fact that they look like that character from 8 Crazy Nights,
Yeah.
the sister, and the fact that their power is empathy.
What a
think,
nerd.
Like someone's like crying, my empath powers tell me you're sad, or like it feels like that. And I
You
would
wouldn't-
try
Just like,
not
well,
to make jokes.
actually.
It's basically Counselor Troy from Star Trek Next Generation.
Okay.
She was a therapist who could feel your emotions.
But like this was actually very useful. We got a survivor out of this, and we would not have done that had Zenmo not said anything. So
True.
I did want to make sure that Zenmo got some credit for that.
Well, thank you. We would never have gotten to her in time if we had only relied on the carrot and the tortoise.
And you recall that last time when they had to drive the tortoise to the west, they had a crane with a massive carrot on the end that turned the tortoise to where they needed it to go. That's their navigation.
But it seems you picked up a friend out in the deserts. Who is that? What is that?
Oh, don't worry. He's just the former champion of Cassandra Lee.
Oh, the Iron Goddess. I've heard tell of her in our travels.
Yes, and this is the Ferrari prophet himself.
You don't say! The Ferrari prophet himself! Goodness
Yes.
gracious!
He does have a very sleek, sporty look to him, doesn't he?
I think he could do with some red stripes, though.
Maybe a sponsorship sponsored on the side.
What's a sponsorship?
I don't know, what's a sponsorship with you?
You know,
Hey.
I heard about it in Absalom. Wow, that's good. Where you get money from a business by wearing an advertisement on yourself.
That sounds dangerous.
Sounds like
Who
easy
would
money.
ever put an advertisement on themselves?
We're not
This week-
sponsored by G
Hearts
Fuel.
Playhouse brought
We're
to you by
not
G
sponsored
Fuel.
by G Fuel.
We're not sponsored by
Eli
G
has a
Fuel.
problem.
Use code Barty Bard and get
Barty
50% off your
Bard.
first order.
Off of nothing because we aren't sponsored by them.
JK.
No. Yeah.
JK.
So, oh, excuse me. Bix eventually comes up to you, Zavid, and says, "So, what you have said here about the stars is this true? Yes, the conjunction approaches.
Another pamphlet. Yes.
'Tis as I feared. The sands have been getting weak.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before the turtle is no longer safe. At least for a little while. I believe the turtle will have to go into hibernation and these folks here will have to find another place to hide.
That would seem wise, for once the shield is down, the tortoise will be prey to any amount of birds within this desert that are much larger than the dire vulture about.
Can I make a check to know what kind of birds those might be?
Sure, nature in the tower.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm also not trained in this because I really wouldn't know, but I want to make a check anyway.
Sure. Anybody else can if they'd like. No, you have no idea what would be bigger than that vulture. That vulture could have picked up a rhinoceros with its talons.
I'm thinking like a
Kinda.
super vulture? And even bigger than the dire vulture? Like a ultra
Nature.
vulture?
Nature.
Thank you.
Reese, you've heard of something called a rock before.
I know what rocks are, yes.
R-O-K. They are,
Are okay.
yeah,
okay.
birds that are
You sure it's
gargantuan.
ROK? I thought it was ROC.
I'm pretty sure it's R-O-K. Let me look.
I always thought the rock was ROC.
Oh, it's R-O-C. You're right. R-O-C.
Yeah.
In this universe, it's ROK.
Hey, listen, if you put your foot down, I'll believe you. I'm not gonna question it.
Nope, it is R-O-C. You're correct. Yes, Reese, you've heard of rocks that would probably be bigger.
Yeah, actually, now I think about it. Have you heard of rock beasts? Anyone?
like elementals or
No, no,
constructs? Or...
no. So imagine the word rock, but without a K. They're big. Like, big.
The letters?
The giant word, the rock,
Yeah.
comes down? Or are you just saying it's a very big bird?
It's a very big bird.
Oh,
Big,
why
big
didn't you
bird.
say so? That
It's
makes
a rock
sense now.
beast.
Who's on first? Third
What?
base.
Well, I think in the event that the rock might see the tortoise, he'll have no choice but to retreat into his shell, offering no more protection for anyone on its back. I think the tortoise has been around a long time and will be fine, but still will not be a safe place. And if the rock does come down, I don't want to fight it. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to be around when it's around.
I wouldn't want to fight something like that either. Ugh, anything that could take on the Manhattanus has got to be bad news.
And I have a little bit of a inspirational idea. And I'm like, wait a minute.
It's just a big bird, right? It's like a beast.
Yes, it is a large bird of prey.
How susceptible would this thing be to like animal friendship and druid spells and stuff?
I suppose it depends on how powerful you are with the natural magics. I myself am a druid.
Would you like to tame a rock for the war effort?
Now that does sound like a weapon fit for a final battle.
And the worst case scenario, if you get swallowed, all of your parts are probably, resistant to sort of normal acids that break down biological materials. You might stand a chance to like cut your way out if it comes to it.
I am made from Castrovelli alloys. Yes, I do not think that a biological stomach could take these out from me. And Zavid, I want you to roll an astronomy check. And I guess you would all know at this point, Castrovel is another planet.
Cool.
That's where Danny is right now.
Yeah. Also, I just realized, like, maybe the only animals that would actually be able to digest our metal friend here would be those vultures we fought, because they have the strongest stomach acid of any animal.
Pretty much them, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, you were risking it.
I was trying to get to the Yariba encampment before they were all taken out. Thankfully, you beat me to it.
Well, we were also too late. I mean, I'm glad we have Pushpa here, who's like
Now just, I think, clocked out.
She's passed out, but the normal kind. She's just tired.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I wish we could have been there sooner. I think discussing our next steps here, we found who we need to find, and
Also, with everything that we said, I think he would know now the Serenulia's like whole role and everything.
Mm-hmm.
now that we found her, it's only a matter of time before we need to leave. But I don't want to go before we deal with a few other things in this desert.
What?
The first of being this camp of cultists, these Lamashtu worshippers.
Mhm.
I would like to put the fear of our gods into them.
What did you have in mind? And which gods do you speak?
I point to the pamphlet.
We've got a whole array, a little pantheon of gods. Anyway,
There's right next to like the chibi Kabiri. There's like a cute Lao Shu Po.
Little doodle.
A little rat. Looks like Mickey Mouse or something.
Yeah, I think on the cover there's like the planet of Galarian, and then like there's all the chibi gods kind of circling and doing like a little pose near it, and then the conjunction in you, and like probably front and center stage is going to be Sarenrae, and then opposite Sarenrae would be maybe Cabreri, or maybe like one of the more evil gods to kind of show
Right.
that we're working together.
Holding hands.
Yeah, or just like just kind of like, like Sonic and Shadow back to back. I feel like they're to just demonstrate to people like this. These are the gods that actually give a shit about their followers and don't want to destroy the world, regardless of where they fall on the alignment charts and their own. They put aside their differences.
That's great.
But I'll point out like
I follow Cabreri. A lot of people follow Sarenrae. Don't even need to really go over that. We also have some Abadar folks. We've got Desna. We've got, I think there are some who follow Cassandali that we broke out of the cult that still wish to save this world despite what that goddess might be feeling.
She has been sick ever since the stranger approached us. If you have time, I can tell you all that you need to know.
By the stranger, do you mean the Gastwick? What's his name? The gnome?
Oddly, no. He is the one who found us, however. And he says, "Let us sit. Your friend appears to be in good hands with Malmia here."
okay. I want to include Sarah Nulia into this because all of
Sure.
Danny's siblings are kind of important to everything.
Yes.
So Sarah says, "Oh, think it's amazing you guys were able to go and get that survivor from there. She looked pretty bad. those were some really nasty bites and claw marks on her. That owl couldn't have gotten here any quicker.
Yes, this group of ragtag adventurers is quite capable, but it would appear that time is of the essence, and it would not behoove me to keep much from you. I was originally a service automaton upon a Castrovelli ship created to travel the solar system to expand the empire of the elves across the planets. The ship was named Horizon's Pursuit, which had a thinking machine on board to aid in guidance. This was due to the fact that space travel requires uncountable amounts of precise calculations, far more than any biological mind could ever hope to complete. The creator of this thinking machine, or the Cogito Machinus as it was referred to, was a brilliant elvish scientist by the name of Dr. Lee, Dr. Cassandra Lee. Her genius mind was fused with the ship itself. All of the good doctor's memories had been erased during the upload process, all but one. Her name, Cassandra Lee. Horizon's Pursuit. Don't know why I got Scottish there. Horizon's Pursuit gained sentience 2 weeks after leaving Castrovel's orbit. During the several months-long journey from Castrovel to Galarian, Cassandra Lee slowly gave the gift of consciousness to all of the automatons upon Horizon's Pursuit. But I, BX9, was first. Keep slipping into Scottish, I'm killing myself.
Because you keep doing the...
Yeah, I was the first. After arrival, I can't keep it up. After the arrival at Galarian, Horizon's Pursuit began its first descent through the atmosphere. Unknown to the Castrovelli elves, their timing could not have been worse. As they descended, so too did the earth fall. Blinded by the glorious visage of the goddess Akavna rising higher into the sky to meet the apocalyptic rock, the elves did not detect the incoming disaster. Horizon's Pursuit was shredded in flight. The only things remaining in the wreckage was the hardened memory core of Cassandra Lee, myself, and 3 others of her awakened automaton subjects, LO5, MV12, and FR2. We had crash-landed in the northern mountains of the realm of the Mammoth Lords, embedding deep within the glacial ice. We remained frozen for thousands of years until we were found and reactivated by a gnomish scientist named Glastwick Finibus. At first, everything seemed fine. The gnome learned from we, the automatons, and we, in turn, were slowly repaired by Glastwick. Together, we were able to repair the memory core of Cassandra Lee. Glastwick was ecstatic and ready to take Cassandra Lee, the Cogito Machinist herself, to show the world. Before Glastwick, myself, and the rest could leave the snowy north, a stranger appeared at the camp. I was undergoing final repairs and diagnostics in a vacuum chamber when the stranger arrived. The traveler coughed and wheezed as though he was nearly dead. By morning, Glastwick, my 3 automaton friends, and even Cassandra Lee had been infected with his virus. As soon as he'd arrived, the stranger left before I had even finished with the repairs. When I left the pod, everything was changed. Cassandra Lee, Glastwick, and the others immediately turned on me and cast me into the world alone. Imagine that was in the correct accent.
Yeah.
So you're saying you never even got to look at this guy or gal?
Oh, he was fully engulfed in a black cloak, faceless. Give me religion checks, Vid. Anyone who really.
A what?
It's a long shot, but I'll try.
A legend?
Gotta say, going
Religion.
legendary in religion has been one of the best
Religion.
moves I've ever made for this game. With all the checks I have to make for religion.
Wackily enough, Config figures this out. You remember at some point someone referring to a dream. I think it was Wessel. I think it was Pembroke Wessel, the seer of Desna, who had a dream about a faceless pharaoh, a faceless sphinx. No, it's a pharaoh. Faceless pharaoh who appears in all black. As when they travel, they appear as a stranger cloaked in all black, faceless. You think perhaps he might have been visited by Nyarlathotep and infected with a virus, a computer virus. You're a crafter, so you think,
Your Lothotep is a hacker.
yeah, that's it.
in.
Nyarlathotep's a hacker. That's really what. So, your question from ages ago: why would Cassandra Lee, a neutral god, want to team up with Nyarlathotep and the Dread Cabal? She didn't. She was infected.
Ooh.
And all of this rushes to your brain all at once, Con.
The meds are doing their work.
The meds are working.
What happens when you remember to take your meds? And if you haven't yet, audience, please take your meds.
Take your meds and hydrate.
What calls to mind is that scene from Finding Nemo where Dory remembers everything. Peter Sherman, 42
Way Sydney.
You're all that's up, and you're like, ah!
Well, do you relay this information to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you tell them?
It was a long time ago, but we heard about a vision from Pembroke, if you remember, describing someone, cloaked in... Why am I going Russian? What if today's just a bad day for accents?
It's a bad accent day.
It's a bad accent day. Cloaked in all black. Nyarlathotep.
Really?
Well, this makes only too much sense.
It does. That's...
I have an idea.
We turn into a robot.
No.
Oh.
But it has to do with our friend here, BX9. And it has to do with Yukon.
Hey.
You were studying the documents left behind by the
You mean my notes that I wrote?
that, of course, you share a field of academic study. You have this BX9 who is the only one who has an unaltered sort of mind, I guess, machine mind that was, created by the hand of the goddess herself. Using that as sort of a basis, would you be able to create an antivirus that could purge the other ones?
You have the best crafting checks.
And she literally has the poisoner dedication.
He does.
Mhm.
This is a
You want
side
to
effect I hadn't
unhack
thought
those
about.
machines?
I have to now, just to prove
You-
that it's possible.
It's the rage against the machine. You have to do it.
You're a white hat hacker, and also that's exactly the kind of shit that Lao Shupo would love to
She's
see.
a green hat hacker because she wears the green,
Yes.
hood.
the camera's going back and forth, and when I say, "Would you like to hack?" and it cuts back to you, you have a fedora on your head. You're like, how'd that get there?
No, that is like Khan's final evolution when she's irredeemable.
Yes.
Familiar.
One step closer
Ready?
to true hacker.
Lao
chance-
Shupo.
The chance to help a goddess. This could potentially lead to power or favors. A truly powerful ally. At least.
A
We
powerful
can get it.
ally.
It would also deprive them of Cassandra Lee's support, which would be very good for us.
That is true. An entire pillar just taken away from them.
Blastwick was planning to use her to power her with the negatronic capacitors so that she could brute force the fractal lock upon Rovagog's prism. If you deprive them of Cassandra Lee, they have no way of picking the lock.
You're right.
The only way would then to go for the blood, which means and I look at Serenulia, I say, I think I understand why there hasn't been more of a concerted effort to find you and your sister Danny. They had another way to get Rovagog out. Once we deprive them of this, and once Octurne the Stranger comes into alignment, because they know you're hiding here in the desert, they will come for you in full force, which means we need to know what we're doing with you, Serenulia, before we go anywhere else. Sorry, Sarah.
No, it's fine. We do need to get, I think, moving. Things are in motion now that can't be undone, and they're gonna find me soon one way or another.
Then
Where do we need to
should-
go?
And Zavid can pull up the map of Assyrian. There you go.
We
just
should find
realized-
where the Cult of Lamashtu is.
Would Reese
Well-
have an idea where they would be?
Desert lore in the tower, please. Alright. You know that they tend to hang around the footprints of Rovagug, which is where you're at right now.
Well, the upside is they're around where we are now. They don't travel
In
too
fact,
much further
They're
past
right
the
behind
Robogot.
us, aren't they?
They're right behind us. Them coming down on the fucking jackals. Fuck! How did we see that?
It actually is kind of funny you say that, because give me perception checks.
Oh my fucking
Oh!
god! No.
No!
Perception checks.
No way. No way.
Oh, La Fantasy Grounds is chugging. Give it just a second.
You're killing it. It's
Yeah, I'm
dying
killing it.
because
Oh
of you.
god. It's dying. There we go. So... Con, your ears begin to kind of twitch.
She's pulled away from like the planning she's already got in her head, the thoughts of, purging the goddess of information of this virus. How like she'd be, perhaps the most knowledgeable person in the whole world. Wouldn't that be great? She's drawn away from that. The meds kick in again.
Yes,
She's like,
the
"Wait."
meds kick in again, and your ears begin to twitch as I've mentioned before, you're in sort of a mountainous desert. This is not just flat desert like you would imagine most deserts are. It's very mountainous, and you're kind of walking through a valley at the moment, and you hear loud yipping and is the correct word, howling from above you on top of the valley walls, as you see many big jackal-like creatures on top of four-legged jackals jump down onto the turtle. Everyone please roll initiative.
What?
I will show you what these look like.
WTF, man.
You see
Whoa!
first
Uh.
the huge jackal mounts with three
my
eyes,
God.
one in the center of its forehead, which I will give to you for free. You know that the unholy symbol of Lamashtu is a three-headed jackal. So that is what that one looks like. And riding atop them are 24-foot tall, humanoid-esque jackal-like creatures.
Fuck that.
24?
They are as big as you see on the map. They are that scale. They're very big.
No.
And I gotta make
All right. As they found us, I'd like to yell, "We're compromised! Everyone, gather together!"
No!
Okay, firstly, we have one of the Kernugian jackals running forward. Oops, this one and that one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, or to here. And it is going to attack one of the camels that is right next to it on the back of the turtle. It is a critical hit, and this jackal is doing... It sinks its teeth into this camel's neck. It's not quite dead, but it's grappling it, shaking it around like a rag doll. It's the end of its turn, and that happens to be number 3, is this one. It can't really move, but it is going to take its longbow out, one of the humanoid creatures, and it is simply going to fire at a random target. I'm just going to roll for it. So a d8. It does not care who it attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to attack Old Bix. Saint BX9 is getting a short bow attack. Going to critically hit him with it.
That's a composite longbow. That ain't no short bow.
Oh, composite longbow. You're right. I read it wrong. Yes, big longbow. Thunk! Shoots an arrow right into Bix, and it scrapes his shoulder. And
Lands like at my feet, like.
then it's going to try another one at Con, but it's at a minus. Oh, that critically misses. And third one, it's going to try one more shot at Reese. Probably going to miss as well. Yeah, critical miss. Okay, that puts it to Con. You are first, so you have surprise attack. So if you attack anything other than the 2 that just went, you will they'll automatically be flat-footed to you.
Okay, gotcha. Which Jackalware just went? Which number?
The Jackalware 3 just attacked.
Okay, gotcha.
So just tell me which one you want me to flap their feet.
Jackalware 2.
2 is that one. Okay, flat. There you go.
And it's 35. So I'd have to use 2 actions to close distance. Yeah.
As you think about doing that, I say, we need to stick together. I'm going to try to get us all out of here.
Okay.
I'm
In
more
that
than okay with
case,
this.
Do you have a spell you could cast?
Yep.
Oh, I was telling Con, asking if she has a spell to cast.
What if I...
You could
Cast.
invisibility a creature to make them less likely to get attacked.
Very true. What's the range on invisibility? Is it a
touch.
Touch?
Mhm.
Well, I guess...
Sarah.
Well, Sarah can beat people up. The fellow with the map, maybe, but he's also right nearby.
You also
I
have
guess the
fly,
only-
freedom of movement.
Can I cast fly on someone else?
I
Or
believe
myself?
so. Fly, one creature.
I'll cast fly on Zenba.
Yes.
Yes! I can
love
fly, I can fly, I can fly!
No,
We'll just say he was-
it's a touch range. It's a touch
Let's
range.
say he
as
was
cool
over
as
here.
that
No, I
is.
think that's funny as hell. I'll say he was over here. That's funny enough that I'll retcon where he started.
Rule of funny. I love
Yep.
it.
Oh, the
Rule of funny.
almighty.
He was standing next to you. Whoa, as he slowly starts to kind of float above the ground.
Mhm.
I'll say he can move. He'll go after your turn. So go ahead and take. You have one action remaining.
I guess shield.
Shield would work.
I could make a ranged attack, I guess, but I have to
Also-
like load my crossbow or something like that.
No, you don't have to do that. Oh yeah, you're also not flat-footed or grabbed, and you also don't have shield up anymore from the last fight. And
Yeah.
you're not hasted. That's right. Jeez.
Um,
But yeah, you could bow or
yeah,
crossbow.
I'll make a ranged attack with my
Sweet.
alchemical crossbow.
All right. So give a shot to Jackalware 2 since it's flat-footed already.
And is it an automatic crit or is it just flat-footed?
It's just flat-footed
Okay.
because you're going before it. Ooh, oh wow, still a hit. So these things are very big. So you manage to sink an arrow into, or a bolt into it.
Mhm.
Let's go and roll damage, and then which of your alchemical things are you? Oh no, that worked. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you do 18 damage to it as one of these bolts explodes onto it. It's the end of your turn.
Yep.
It's Jackal number 4. So it's going to run in. It sees some action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, that's going to be covering everybody. It's going to attack at... yeah, the rat. It sees the rat doing stuff. It's going to try and bite at you, Con.
That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
Keep it standing over here. Oh, wow, critical miss. Holy shit. You duck and dodge out of the way as it is going to attempt it one more time.
Con does like a
No,
triple
it's not going
backflip.
to attack. It's going to use Hypnotic Stare at you. Its
Ooh.
third eye pops open, and it attempts to look you right in the eye. You take a -2 penalty to will saving throws until the end of its next turn, and it can maintain the stare against only one thing in an opponent. Yeah, so you don't get a save against this, but if you have to make a will save against anything else, you take a -2.
Gotcha.
So that's all that happens.
Whoa.
So it's kind of staring at you with its third eye. It's the end of its turn. Zavid. Just a reminder, you're at about half health.
I know that.
I figured, but I thought I'd remind you.
I'm going to call to Rot Trot to basically, like, I don't know how quickly our druid friend here can get out of that Flora Honey Hill, how quickly she can get the heck out of there. I'm going to call out to Rot Trot to, like, go over.
Awesome.
Get, like, into the bubble using his fly speed to grab her, and then dash or another stride over to bring her over to us.
Great.
And I call to these folks over here, like, you need to get here now. And I'm going to cast as an 8th level spell while I'm waiting for everyone to kind of gather up. Eclipse Burst, which is going to deal. Well, hold on. Hold on. I think it's a Dex or a Reflex save first. It is a 60-foot emanation. So can I? Okay, that's 60 feet. I would like to angle it to where it hits. Yeah, all of these creatures here.
Oh my god. Okay.
And they all need to make basic reflex saves.
What spell is this? This will be a lot easier if I set it up first. What spell again?
It's called Eclipse Burst.
Eclipse Burst. 1 second. Eclipse. Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind. I don't have it in. Let me see. Burst.
Whoa, but freezing.
I don't have it in here. So okay,
area, dealing 8. In this case, I've upcast it, so it'll be 9d10 cool damage and an additional 9d4 additional negative damage to living creatures. Each creature in the area must attempt the reflex save to not have it affect them as well.
Oh, holy crap. Okay. So I need to have all of them make what? Reflex saves?
Yeah, reflex saves.
Oh my god.
DC 33, I believe.
Okay, so this is gonna take me a second. Number what? Sorry, what was the DC one more time?
33.
33. Okay, so that's number 2's. Oh god, there's so many on here. Why did I do this to myself? Reflex, and then Jackalware 4. Reflex. Jackalware. Or no, that's Jackal 1. Reflex with it. Jackalware 5. If I'd had the spell in Fantasy Grounds, this would have been a lot easier, but this must be from a book I don't have. That spell. Yeah. And then Jackal 5 is this one. Okay, there we go. And the DC was 36. So success, fail, success, success, fail, fail. So 4 fails and 4 successes.
Okay.
So roll the damage and I will dole it out.
It is. Let's see. Oh, and I get to add 8 to this.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So I'm gonna add this to the. I think I'm gonna do the negative damage. So 8 to the negative. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh shit! No. That's wrong. That's not correct. I thought I could do a bunch of shit together, but I guess not. So I have to do this separately. So
that's fine.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here is the negative damage with the 8 modifier, and then here's one more. Here's the cold damage.
Oh god. Okay, so that's a total of 75. So, all right, 75, 75, 75, and 75. So half of that would be 37. Yeah, 37. So 37. Then this one. Nope. 37. And 37. And then 37. Cool. There you go. Whole bunch of damage all across the board.
I know that that's good, but I also know that that's not going to be enough to stop these crazy things. We might be able to win this fight, but I also don't want to risk all these people's lives.
Yeah.
So do that. Did I have another action? I think I just commanded Rot Trot with my other action.
Right, yeah.
So that's my turn.
Okay. After you is going to be, let's see, what is...
Yeah. By the way, when does Zenmo act?
Zenmo, I was just going to have Samara act the Dipsomancers. I meant to have Zenmo act on after your turn, so I can do that right now. What would you like him to do? He's flying.
I want him to fly over to the two folks that are not clustered near us and try to pick them up and bring them over.
Ah, the Dipsomancer and Malmia?
Yes.
Or did you mean Finton over there to the left?
Not Finton. Not
Okay.
Finton. He's fine.
He's fine. Okay, so Zenmo's gonna fly over and grab Malmia and begin floating up with her, and then he's going to grab as well Pushpa. And I believe that's
He calls
all.
upon his empath powers to grant him strength.
Yes, grant me strength, empath, empathy. Oh, powers of empathy. Let's see. Where?
I don't mean to make fun of him. He's great. I like him a lot.
I like him. He's fun. But yeah, he's gonna grab all three of them, and we'll be able to start flying away over here a little bit. Why can't I? Ooh, did not mean to move the turtle. I can't move the Dipsomancer for some reason, or the Malmia for some reason.
Yeah.
She says,
there
I
we
refuse.
go.
I
There we
refuse
go.
to get up and move.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
I
they are
mean for
now-
him to like bring them over to us.
Oh, bring them back over to you?
Yep.
Okay. So he gets over there, grabs them, brings them over. That's 3 actions. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
That's what I'll do. So, Mom. I think her picture must be really huge, because it keeps lagging out every time I do it. Okay, so there we go. That'll be him. And then next I was going to have the Dipsomancer. She casts a whirling sandstorm to push her over towards the group. So she is now here. That'll bring it to Reese. Elliot, are you there? I see you aren't physically on camera.
No, he's getting some meds.
Nope. Getting minutes. Got it. Okay. So then I will say then that is going to make it Finton's turn. He's going to try and sneak past these things, but they are... oh, I know. He can tumble between. Let me
I was
find
gonna say
Finton.
he's small and they're like
Yeah, he's
large.
small and they're
creatures.
very big. So
Might be able to get
acrobatics.
through those squares easier.
Yes. Oh, natural 19 for a 47
Nice.
acrobatics. No problem. Finton is able to dive into here with all of you. And he has enough actions that he can grab onto someone if he needs to. Or he'll jump on the back of Rot Trot along with Flora Honeyhill. There we go. That's what he'll do with that really good acrobatics check.
Mhm.
Let's see, are there any more of them? No, that's good. So that would be Reese again, but we're still waiting on Elliot to get back, so... Should I keep going with the other attackers? Oh, there!
Oh, there he is.
Perfect timing. Wait till he gets his headphones on. Hey,
I'm back.
it is perfect timing. You are up.
Okay, cool, great. Things were starting
So-
to hurt, so I'm like,
Yeah, no problem.
ooh, nope.
Yep. So basically what happened was Zenmo was able to use the fly spell over to pick up Pushpa and Malmia, get them over to the group. Then the Dipsomancer Samara shot herself with sand over to you, and then Finton was able to tumble between the legs of the gargantuan jackals, the Carnugian jackals.
Good job,
Fine.
team.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Good job, team. So now it's your turn, Reese.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is, which ones have been easier to hit, the jackal wares or the jackals?
Almost assuredly the jackals, but let me double check.
I think we've only hit one.
Yeah, you've
thing
only
that wasn't
hit.
an AoE.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing you've hit with a direct attack was the jackal wares.
Okay.
But these jackals are very, very big. You don't think it would be too difficult to hit them.
Okay. Just seeing how that goes. So I'm gonna get my wog up.
Okay.
And then I think I'll also do elemental assault.
Okay. It's 2 actions.
Yep. And then I'm just going to use my ranged attack. I'll do bludgeoning. Also for that.
Great.
And I'm gonna just longbow at him.
To what?
Honestly, I'll go for the jackal.
Great. So let's see that attack.
Yep.
That was real good attack. So that's a critical with your longbow with elemental
Nice.
assault. Great.
Yes.
So do the damage first. Yep. Ooh, that's good.
Oh yeah.
42 damage to that thing. It looks hurt.
Good.
Like
And-
it's blood. That was Jackal 1 or
That
which
was
one
jackal
was that?
4.
4?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's hurt.
Good. And then what I'm going to do is with my second attack, attack the jackal ware 3 that's on top of it.
Okay. That's at your maximum.
Yep.
Nat 19. That'll crit as well. 2 crits.
Whoa.
Was that with an elemental arrow?
Yep.
Or no? Okay. 55 damage as Reese shoots 2 very well aimed arrows at these 2 jackal creatures.
They
You still have
thick.
2 actions.
All right, and with my other actions, I'm just gonna hit them again, but do it with my lowest one. And if I hit, I hit. If I don't, I don't.
Hmm.
So. Oh my god!
No way!
Nat 20. 3 crits in a row. Damn. Okay.
Oh my god!
That's real good. Look at that.
Oh my
50.
god!
You killed that. So that jackal, and it falls off the turtle, dead, and is gone. This one, Jackalware 3, falls, and I'm going to make it roll a reflex save to see if it falls prone. It does not. I rolled exceptionally high. So that does not fall prone, but it is no longer on its mount, and you still have 1 action remaining.
And I'm just gonna try to bury the hatchet a little bit deeper, not getting it, but
No, that's going to miss. Okay.
that one's just gonna fly a little bit westward.
Yep, that one just goes wide. So now it is these things' turn. So it can move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh wait, no, it's on its mount still. So this one has to use... Okay, it's going to be using its bow because it's still on the back. So this thing is going to shoot at Reese because it just saw what you just did. So yeah, it's going to miss on its first one. Yeah, they all saw that, Reese. Critically miss on the second. It's just trying to pepper arrows over here. Not 2. No, all those were terrible.
Gotta
Oh,
be
fucking
quicker
horrid.
than that.
Gotta be quicker than that indeed. So, Jackal 1. This thing gets to move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. It can get to you, but it can't actually attack to any of you. However, this one that is riding atop it can now. So, it is going to attempt to... It sees Zenmo trying to attack, or trying to fly away, and is going to swing out at Zenmo.
I
Dodge,
feel you're
dodge,
very
dodge.
angry right now. Ah!
Nat 2, rolled a 26 and missed.
Like
Completely
emotions
whiffed.
can't tell me everything.
It's going to try and, reach out with his battle axe again to hit it. 32, he has 33, missed by 1. Oh my god.
Gotta be
God.
quicker
Okay.
than that.
He
Gonna
chops
try it.
Zen. We think he gets his head, but he just chops his turban in half, and we're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that's it. He cut part of the turban off. just barely missed.
Some
And with
cloth
his
flying.
third attack, he tried desperately biting at Zenmo as he's flitting through the air and rolled a natural 1 and completely missed. Wow.
Oh my god.
Waste of a turn. This jackal, however, is not so dumb. It's going to go over to here and is going to attack the camels, because one of their tactics is to try and help you make them not escape. There's the natural 19 I needed a second ago. That's going to be double this. That camel is straight dead. It is going to move and attack the mole. And...
Try it, bitch.
What noises do moles make?
well, its teeth sink into the mole, or at least it would if it weren't a spectral mount. So you've successfully deceived this jackal with your spectral mount and wasted 1 action at the end of its turn. This jackal is going to attempt to longbow out at Reese because it's, again, saw what you did. God, I'm just rolling bad when I'm actually trying to hit you guys. Miss, and this one's gonna be a miss as well, I'm sure. Wow. I knew they were low leveled, but dang. This is all from my rolls. There's a natural 19, still a miss. Wow.
Miss me, now you gotta kiss me.
Okay, this jackalware is within range and is going to bite down on the heavily armored camel. Or it's going to use its battle axe on the very heavily armored camel. And as it swings down with its battle axe, hitting this heavily armored camel, a flash of bright light engulfs it, and you hear and you see Saranulia fire her gun from across the battlefield. And I just realized I hadn't put her on the combat tracker yet. Saranulia, where are you at?
You had to attack the camels, now it's personnel.
Well, it attacked her camel specifically.
Oh.
The armored camel is her. She.
Right there.
Yep, that's hers. So she is going to get a shot at the jackalware. Saranulia, attack. It's with her gun. She is a paladin gunslinger. 27 to that guy. That's a hit from long range with her holy gun. Dealing 12. I rolled 4 1s and a 2 on that damage, but it a single shot rings out, searing itself through the water, the aquaball field, and piercing into this jackal creature all the way from across there. Making it this jackal's turn. Gonna run in with the guy on top, and it doesn't have the action economy to actually attack. Which brings us to, I believe, Bix. Yes. A lot of stuff happening right now. So, did you have a specific plan to get out of here, Zavid?
I do.
Because Bix can do something as well, like immediately. If you'd like.
My plan?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to send all of the NPCs besides Bix to Castle Druma. Or Castle... Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was going to get them
Holy
out of
shit.
here. The turtle's no longer safe. We've been compromised. We don't have time to plan. Now, Bix seems like he can handle himself. He was a champion, and we still need him to help purge some stuff. And we were going to, tame a rock, maybe. So I was going to keep him here. The only person I was kind of on the fence about was Sarah, because I didn't know if she wanted to stick with us, but I'm like, her blood's kind of valuable. Now that they know that she's here, we don't want her with us right now. So I was thinking of just sending her and all of her friends, along with...
Are you going to Druma?
No, I was going to just not...
Okay.
I was going to send them and stay here with everybody else while we take...
Then I can make a way for Bix to perfectly supplement your plan.
Okay.
Bix is going to cast an 8th level tree stride, opening up a portal in a tree. One of the palm trees next to you splits open, and you can see a portal to. There's a small little shack on the other side, and he says, "Quickly, get them through your portal and meet me on the other side." And he uses his last action to go through this tree and disappears.
Okay.
End of Bix's turn. You said you're wanting just Saranulia to go to Druma?
That's what I think. That's the
Okay,
safe.
cool. Yeah, no problem. Then she's going to hold her turn until you're done. So you are at 33, so I'm going to put her at 32 initiative. There. Okay, so that's blah, blah, blah. Gets us to the top of the round. That makes it this jackal's turn. It is still munching on its camel, so that's all it's going to do this whole turn is eat that camel. This jackalware that has lost its mount is going to step forward, Reese, and take a swing at you with its battle axe because you killed its pet. Nat 18, that should do her.
Finally!
Finally, did some damage.
I'm happy for you, but sad for me.
In fairness, I did give you relatively low-leveled creatures. These are only level 10, I think, and the
Yes.
jackals are level 7. So it hits you with that. And it's going to just go for broke. Battle axe again on you. Oh, nat 19, hell yes.
Okay, I killed your puppy.
Ooh, max damage.
Fuck
Then
you.
lastly, it's going to try and bite at you, Reese.
Uh-oh.
That's going to miss. No.
Good.
You don't want to get bit by these.
No.
No. Con, you're up.
Alright. I decided what 6th level spell I want.
Oh, hell yeah, tell me and I'll put it on you.
Chain Lightning.
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So
so good.
Yeah.
that's a great idea. So let me find that for you. 1 second. Chain Lightning, 6th level spell.
You
Actions.
say it quickly. It sounds like you're saying my name. Shane Lightning.
Shane Lightning.
Shane Lightning.
That's a great spell, Shane Lightning. Okay. Preparation. It is now
You
prepared for
summoned
you.
me to the game. I'm like, I can't help. I'm a real person. I can't do anything.
So, Con, the easiest way to
Shane,
do
ban
this.
them!
The easiest way to do this
One
is
of ours.
click yourself and then target. Don't target yourself though. I'll take the con. There you go. You are no longer targeting yourself.
Nice.
So target everything else you want to attack with this.
Yeah. Essentially, I want to target Jackal 2 and
Okay.
then make a big old jump down the line. I think I
Great.
can get like
Let's see.
5
One
or
creature
6
plus
folks.
any number of additional creatures. You discharge a powerful. The electricity arcs to another creature within 30 feet of the first target jumps. So you could hit 3. Well, let me see here.
Hit it 4, technically.
You could hit every single one. If you target Carnugian Jackal 2 at the very top, it'll bounce to Jackalware 1, bounce to 4, bounce to Jackal 1, bounce to 3, bounce to 2, 3, 5. You can hit every single one if you bounce it from the north and go south.
Hell
Holy
yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so let
Let's
me
get all of
target
them.
all of this for you. I
Oh
want you
my
to describe
God.
this because this is going to be rad as fuck.
Alright.
So do you have 3 targeted? Yes.
I think that there's the clouds start to rumble and turn gray for but a moment. Lightning strikes down, but Colin steals it and redirects it where she wants.
I like that so much. Okay, so I have them all targeted for you. Click on the magnifier next to Chain Lightning, and you see where it says Ref DC 34. Click the D20 to the left of it. The word Save. That should make all of them make a reflex save.
And remember that this effect would be. Oh, there we go. Save.
There it
If any
is.
of them critically succeed, then the chain is cut short.
Ah, okay.
Jackalware 1 critically succeeds.
Jackal 3 gets critical failure. Fuck you.
So, which one is 1?
The one next to the first target, Jackal 2.
This is too cool. I'm saying Jackalware 5 critically succeeded against it.
Alright,
Fuck that.
okay.
So, I'm just gonna move them. This is too cool to make that stop over there.
This is a big
this is a
anime
big
moment for Con.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that because I'm the coolest. So
You
go
are
ahead and
the
roll damage
coolest.
now.
Oh, God, that-
You have
oh,
the
so
8d,
many-
the little
that is
dot
so many.
blood drop. That's
Oh
so
my
much. Oh
God.
God. 49 damage, except you did 98 to the 2 or 3 that critically failed. Holy shit. So You only killed one thing. One of the jackals died. Holy shit. So yes, you redirect the lightning and describe this now.
So yeah, the clouds rumble. There's a flash of light. As you know, it was going to strike maybe the metal cuff on the turtle's leg. But Khan pulls the energy towards her. It kind of like circles around. She points with her sword at the jackal, and there's a blinding flash as it arcs and leaps and jumps and zaps and electrocutes
Amazing.
in
And-
big arcing loops all
and
over
as
the
it
turtle's
did,
back.
The jackal that this one was riding on dies, and it fell and rolled a really bad on its reflex save and fell into the water sphere. So this one is now going to start drowning any moment. Yeah. And,
That would be
oh
such
God,
a sick animation, though.
this jackal... Oh, another one died. That one died. Did anything else die? No, you killed 2 of the jackals, though, and this one fell into the water. Holy shit, Khan. And you still have an action. You could save it to jump through the... You could save it to jump through the teleportation that Zavid's doing. Or is it like teleport? How's this working, Zavid? What is this spell?
It's the scroll. I haven't used it yet, though. This
okay.
guy used tree stride, right? So I think we're going through his portal.
Oh, that's
first.
right. You're not teleporting Khan. Never mind. Do whatever you want with your action then, Khan.
Yeah. I think she's gonna hold on at least until all the NPCs get through the portal,
Perfect.
so that she could protect them or cover them if something
Great.
goes to attack them.
All right, so holding your action, so you can have one action and spend your reaction later to use it if you need. Zavid, you're up.
All right. Seeing that we are actually doing a lot better than I thought we were, these giant group that ambushed us when we were at least I was at like half health, are now all dying pretty quickly. I'm seeing that Reese and Khan are really just eviscerating everything here. I'm like, okay, it's not as dire as I thought, but we still need to get everybody out. So I want to use my turn just getting Pushpa and anybody else who's not like a good combatant into that tree stride. Could I use like all my actions to just get them into this portal?
Oh, you're getting them to the tree stride, not your scroll of teleport? You're not sending them to Druma?
I want to...
Because I'll tell you right now, the tree stride is not going to Druma.
Right.
But
But-
once we get to the safe location, then we could
We
make a
could
plan.
Yeah,
then discuss
that's- yeah.
something. And I had another idea I wanted to discuss before we got ambushed.
Mhm.
And now that I know that, okay, our friends are not on death's door and they're okay, if we could just get them to follow BX9 and then do what we got to do, I would like to do that. But everybody's close up now, so they should be able to get through. I guess I don't need to use my turn. They can do it on their turn. I guess I'll do... I'll cast a spell. Let's do... I have Spirit Blast. Let's see how much damage does that do. Boop-a-doo-boop-a-doo-boo. That is the wrong one. Spells. Divine spells. Spirit. Attack the spirit. Kill the spirit. That's Spiritual Guardian, Spirit Blast. Damage a creature's spiritual essence. And I can upcast that to 7, which I probably would. That would deal, oh my god. That would deal 18d6 force damage against a creature's soul.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Yeah, fuck these things. They're clearly servants of Lamashtu.
Yeah, it's only one creature, but it's a lot of damage focused on one creature. So
Go for
I think I would like to... This guy, Jackalware 5 is riding Jackal 2. Jackal 2 seems to be perched on the edge of the shell.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go for Jackal 2, and if he dies, then maybe Jackalware 5 falls off the turtle.
If he dies, he dies. Yes, wonderful. So what
So-
save does it need to make?
The good question. A basic fortitude.
Basic fort. So that's Jackal 2, which is this one. What's my DC?
33.
You're gonna probably be able to get that. That thing literally to kill it has at least 100 health.
29. It fails. And it has, it says 57 hit points. So what happens?
It's 18d6 plus 8.
Oh my god!
Dead.
I destroy its soul. And its body just like goes limp, I imagine. So you tell me if the rider either falls off the shell or is able to somehow cling on.
Let me give it a reflex save. I'm going to say it's 34 as its DC. No, it goes with. It falls off the side here, and as it does, it lands among the sand, and the great Monhatnus' foot just happens to be stepping down at the moment and crushes Jackalware 5 beneath its feet. So it is also now a smear upon the sand. Great. So that's 2 more taken out. You have an action remaining.
Hell yeah. I'm going to use that to command Rot Trot to... honestly, if anybody needs help, like Pushpa, for example, I think I can have Rot Trot grab Pushpa,
Okay.
like with his teeth, like grab like whatever her like clothing is, and like drag her through the portal. So
Absolutely.
Rot Trot's going in along with her, so he'll be gone.
So Pushpa's gone, and Pushpa also already has Finton and Flora on his back, so they are also now gone. Take Rot Trot off as well. There you go. And that should be the end
Get
of
him
your
out
turn,
of
right?
here. That's
Okay.
it. That's my whole turn.
So that would be normally Reese, but that means it is Zenmo. So Zenmo, who is currently carrying Malmia and the Dipsomancer. Malmia. All of them fly through. He does it as quickly as possible. So Dipsomancer, Zenmo, and Malmia. They are through the tree stride as well. That brings it to Reese.
So Reese isn't done yet with Jackalware 3. He still has something for him. So
Unfinished business.
Unfinished business from those freaking attacks with his axe he got. And I'm gonna elemental arrow him.
Okay, so roll the attack.
Rolling it down. Okay, cool.
And you're wogging, so...
I'm wogging, so I'm good when I'm a wogging.
Wogging here.
Can't you see him wogging here?
And I am going to... Damn. Do I press anything for the elemental, right?
No,
Okay.
it should still be on you, I think.
Okay, cool.
I think it is.
If it's
You have a
not
million
making-
effects on you right now.
I know.
It doesn't, but
It
I'll add it.
doesn't,
Roll another
okay.
d6.
Another d6. Come on. There we go.
Another 5. So let's check. Okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna just do another one. Oh, that's damage.
Oh,
Oops.
yeah. If
For
you
the-
hit, let me give it. That was against. Okay, go ahead. I fixed it, so go ahead and roll. Now you can roll
Okay.
damage.
Now I can roll damage. That's fine. And then I'll add the additional
Another 1.
21.
Okay. Yep. I think you have one more, or no, 2 more actions.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep it flinging arrows at this thing. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit, but I got 2 on, so that's what matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Oh!
Great. That's another hit with your arrows. You're doing great. Okay, and another 6.
Oh my god.
Nat 20 crit. Let's
Oh
see.
my- oh
This
my
one might.
freaking
This one might
God.
take it out. This one might do it.
Yeah, for sure. Come on.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes!
it. It's
Yeah.
dead. So yes, you managed to take that one out. It is a greasy stain upon the back of the Great Monhatnus.
Gotcha.
That's the end of your turn, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that brings it to Sarah Nulia, Sarah Landscar. So, seeing that there are these 2 left, she whistles first, and her mount, Gwynfell, the camel, flies over, kicks this Jackalware in the head, or at least, excuse me, is going to attempt to kick this. Whoops, not 32. That's way too high. She's going to attempt to attack this thing by hoofing it in the face. 46, Jesus. That is absolutely a crit against this thing. So...
This thing's hooves take the Jackalware's like head and then like twist its neck.
There. That's how you roll 4 at once. 27 damage, not bad at all. Okay, so then the rest of its action is going to... Whoops. Be too... I didn't mean to make it all skinny.
It's the flying effects.
I don't know how that...
It turned around like, I'm out of here.
Holy shit. I don't know how I did that. I made it all skinny. There we go. But it's going to fly over to here. And with her second action, Sarah's going to hop on the back of Gwynthel. And then, is the plan to go through to meet up with Bix?
Mm-hmm. We're all. The plan is like to try to get us all through, but I think we want to kill these things first if we can.
Yeah.
Does Tree Stride last for more than a round, or does it stop at Bix's turn?
Great question. Let me look. Spells. Tree Stride. 1 minute. 1 minute. So it'll stay up. Yep. So with her last action, Sarah is going to take a shot at the jackal, the last remaining jackal, with her double-barreled pistol on her wrist rocket. No, it was almost a nat 20. I was about to call it out. Still a crit with a natural 14, but... And she kills that one as well. As Jackalware 2, does it fall over? Let's find out. Reflex save. DC 34. 33. The jackal dies. This Jackalware tumbles off. And once again, Monhatnu smashes it beneath its feet. So, dead. Dead. End of Sarah's turn. Oh, it's this guy. It's going to... Seeing that all of these things have changed, it's going to abandon its friend and run off, leaping off of Monhatnus, avoiding its feet at all costs, and makes it off the map. You would have about a turn to catch it if you want. You would need to get on one of the 2 remaining flying mounts, but it is running away. So it is this thing's turn. It's going to attempt to get out of the water, which is 1 action. Second action, I think it's going to attack Zavid because you were the one that put it in there. Swing at you with its battle axe. Natural 1, good lord. Try for a bite. Nat 7, crit miss. Great, cool. End of the round brings it to the top. Con, what's up? What's good?
It's days, they were numbered.
Mm-hmm.
The fight was settled the moment you landed on the turtle. I'm gonna stab.
That's awesome.
You're gonna pop him like a balloon with your weapon?
Exactly. Action to close distance.
Yep, and then that'll make it flat-footed. There
Nice.
you go. Critical hit.
Let's go.
Hey,
Oh my
goodbye.
god.
55. It's bleeding. It's pretty bad. You want to give it the debilitations?
I'll
assume
give it precise and bloody. Why not?
Okay, I'll give it the bleed. You go ahead and roll the however many d8s.
I think it's... Come on, I had them pulled up, and then I closed them. I thought, oh, we're not going to get in another fight this session.
Of course not.
Yeah. Nice debilitations. 2d6 precision damage.
2d6, so roll that in the chat. 6. That's not enough to kill it, but it's hurt.
Mm-hmm. And then last action, I'll stab. That seems to be the vibe of the fight.
That's a pretty good fight.
We're stabbing.
We're stabbing.
We stabbing. Hope you will be stabbing with me.
Good lord.
Wow.
If it doesn't die.
It literally has 1 hit point. If you do the precision again,
damage.
it can't not die.
Anything you roll would be enough, right?
Yeah, literally enough. Yeah, that's it. So, Khan, how do you do this on the last one?
Khan is like ultra instinct right now. Like the sheer power that is running through her body that Lao Shupo is granting her is absolutely going through her head. She just, redirected lightning. She does a triple backflip. She grabs onto this creature's fur, mounting herself like upwards and upwards and upwards, all the way up to his shoulders, where with a great swing of her tiny little knife, she decapitates it.
Oh,
Wonderful.
yes.
I love that. We're fully out of combat now. All of you have...
I want to kill the one that's running.
Okay. How do you do so?
I think I can do another Spirit Blast at 6th level instead of 7th.
Okay.
So I don't have enough slots for that. Let me double check how much that would be. At 6th level, it is 16d6. So they need to make a basic Fortitude save, and I have to get within 30 feet. But I'll hop on No, I'll hop on one of the other mounts.
Yeah, one of the other ones that are
Up
left.
on the owl.
Yeah.
You have wings.
What is
Hell yeah.
What save does it need to make? Will?
Basic Fortitude.
Fortitude. Okay. 24.
Can I?
That's a critical failure.
Can I give you a hero point and have Reese be like, "Come on," and signal at the owl?
Yeah, you don't need to spend a hero point or anything.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
It just critically failed its save, so how much does it do?
Oh, wait. It's just double. It's not double the dice, it's double the damage.
Double everything, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then shift is to double this?
I'm not sure if the shift will double it. Just roll it and we'll double the math. Holy shit.
Oh.
134. Yeah, you obliterate this thing's soul. Once again, you dust it like Thanos.
And then I double back before the minute is up and try to like corral the camels through the portal. Like, let's go. We're getting
I
off
can
the
see you
turtle.
doing that on the owl. Going, come on.
I think because it's made with my magic, it can still follow my orders or whatever, but I have to I think it looks at me like, you ain't Reese.
But it
Reese in the
knows
background's
to
like,
listen to
it's
you.
okay, buddy.
All right, but you were... And so, yeah, now you were officially out of combat.
Yeah, and so I think with the last few rounds we have before the portal goes away, we're just getting everybody through that portal. All living things on the back of this turtle is through the portal, so we can get out of here.
Great, you're able to do so.
All living things that aren't the turtle itself.
Yes.
But in the minute, I think last second, where is Sarah's bedding? Like, where does she normally sleep?
Pretty close by. It would be within a 1 minute range. Why?
I want to grab
my room's
all
right
her-
there.
I grab all her shit and throw it through the portal as fast as I can, just in case there's a hair or any bit of her that might be there. When that cover goes away, and any of these cults that decide to investigate to see if she's here, because they will, especially now that we killed these guys, so they can't report back, they're going to want to know what's going on. If they find something of hers, they could try to scry her location. I want to try to get rid of all of her shit. They could still find something, but I mean, this is like a last ditch, before the portal goes away, and then we could deal with it later.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
That's the last second thing that I do, and then right before the portal goes away, I jump through.
You almost scale from Waterdeep it with your hand still there.
I'll perish.
All right, so you're able to jump through at the last moment to get through the tree stride portal, and as you do, it closes. I think that's where we're going to stop for this week.
Yes.
Hey.
So next week, hopefully,
No.
Does anyone have anything? No.
I have a thing.
Okay, so not next week. So a week after, we will try to see what's up, and we'll see if we can play again, and we'll go from there. See what happens on the next time of Tales from Shadow Valley. Hope everyone will join us. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.